Hey guys and gals, I'm Pal, and welcome to Stream Day. Nothing crazy's happening right now. We're just gonna be playing some Pseudo Regalia. I feel like every single stream I'm like, oh my word, something exploded. This stream, not so much. No, we're good. We had a great stream last week. It's kind of weird because, I mean, we streamed it. Is that volume okay? I'm not trusting that volume. I don't like that volume. Like, I can barely hear it, but whenever I see it above 20 dB, I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that one. I think we should be good now. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I streamed on Friday, and then I'm streaming on Tuesday. It just, my internal clock is like, wait a minute, these aren't supposed to be 4 days apart. These are supposed to be 4 days apart? 5 days apart. These are supposed to be, like, a week apart. Also, is there a way for me to make... I'm in borderless window. That sucks. Okay. Frame rate limit. We can go even further beyond. We're going to 120. Not that this... You know what? Actually, no. This game doesn't matter if it's in a crazy frame rate. It doesn't actually have a high frame rate. Weird. What is retro resolution scale? I mean, we're going to keep the retro animation frame rate. I feel like that's important to making this game feel like it's supposed to feel. All right. So where we last left off with this game, well, actually, first, I don't remember my moves. Dreambreaker, press X. Okay, that's just my attack, and then I can hold B to heal. Okay. Attack is... Okay, just increase power. Do an air kick is my wall jump, which I have learned since that I can do multiple times now. I believe. Yeah, additional air kick, which is going to gatekeep me for certain areas. If I press the LT... if I press the LGBTQ key while in the air to plunge downwards, okay. And then, oh, I can high jump with that. That's right. Jump while sliding. Okay, that's easy. Slide. Stride breaker, yes. And then... Oh, yes. And then we can attack things in the air to get extra air. So... Boom. Wait, hold on. I need to get this right. Boom. Boom. How do I... Is it... How do I... Oh, it's that button. Okay. So I can... Boom. Bang. All right. I think I got it. I remember something crazy happening the last time we played. Oh, my word. And that thing was, we found a bunch of like collectibles, upgrades that we just couldn't reach. I can't access other maps, so I guess we're just gonna kind of wander around and figure it out. I almost feel like this game is almost over. I don't know how correct that is, but I'm getting that vibe. Like, we might not get every upgrade, and that's okay. We need these keys. I believe that's what we need. We have 2 of 3... Hold on. Yeah, we have 2 of 3 keys. 2 of 5... 1 of 5 keys. Never mind. So we got one in the Empty Bailey. Where am I at right now? What is this land called? Castle Sansa. So... I feel like there's probably a key in every single region. There's one place that we don't know how to... No, actually, you know what? Thinking about it now, I might be able to get there. I'm gonna go... What I would give to be able to see where I am on said maps. Who are you? Why do you exist? There was supposed to be a new armor display in the library I wanted to see, but with the state of the castle, I can't find the entrance anywhere. I miss that comfy hay. Okay, I think we actually got that earlier, so we're good. Where am I? That's not the way. I need to go through here and then take a right. Okay. I don't know if we're going to make progress this stream. Progress seems to be a privilege, not a right. There... No. I'm waiting for the day when that thing comes to life. Get out of here with your fart horn. Okay. So my thought is, we have the upgrade that was up there. So I mean, this area is probably one of the most picked clean areas there is. But my thought is that, oh my word. I can probably reach that rope from here. Go! Easy. That didn't work. There we go. I wonder if I could do my pogo stick jump there. I'm thinking that the combination of my pogo stick jump and the ability to attack stuff and get height off of it is going to help me out here. I think I can just make this now. Yep, easily. This game does play really smooth. It just is very difficult. Especially with the wall jump mechanics. They're not always the most intuitive, especially when I'm just trying to get on a ledge. Though, to be fair, I am just kind of doing what I am intending to do. Which way do I need to go? I think this leads here, which... Hold on. I wasn't thinking of this room earlier, but now I'm thinking of this room. I could attack that. Like... There's a world, right? There's a world, but let's not deal with that for the moment because I'm really more curious about this one. Okay, this is gonna be quite the jump. He said, not realizing how much of a jump it would be. How did I reach that before? Like, I've gone there before. I literally just jumped to it. Got it. Got it. Okay, so it's not in here. It's in one of these doors. So I went in here. It would be on the right. Yeah, I remember this one seeming very impossible. And it might still be. We haven't gotten anything to interact with these vines yet. And we will at some point. Like, I can almost make it, just in general. I got really close there. Here. Let's just give it one more try. That is incredibly close. It's so close that I think we really just need one or two more midair jumps and then we can make that. Okay, but that's not, I guess, doable yet. So we'll go back and try our hand at those axes. I would like to ask you a question. Okay, let's think about this. I wonder if I can hit the wires and get up to the top. Nope. Okay, so those are intangible. Okay. How much height did we gain? Okay. I really don't like timing-based things. Okay, so hitting them doesn't change my hitbox here. Or my hurt box. Let's just try doing it. Let's just try... Man, that's so close. It's so close. Again, with another midair kick, we would get this. Maybe it's just a problem of sequencing. No. Like, okay. Let's try something else. Let's try this. That might be the solution. I might be able to get one hit on that axe. And that's the extra boost I need, because I really just need to get to the bubble. Once I get to the bubble, I think I just got it. Oh, I got a really weird air there. Oh, I tried to hit backwards. Which could have fooled you because I hit forward. Oh, it's so close. Okay. 1, 2, 3, hit. Might have had one more kick. I wonder if I could get 2. Like, okay. I tried to hit it as it came out of the wall. Fortunately, that's all the juice I have. So if I hit, no. I almost had the timing down on that. Oh, I had it. That was it. This is doable. How many times have I said that playing this game? Oh, that was bad. Wait for it. One more try, and then we go back for health, and then give it another shot. It's early. The stream is young. Okay. Let's go get some more health. And come back. That's not the way. I wish it was the way. The best way to go is... There's no fall damage in this game, correct? Actually, it doesn't matter. I can just do that. I think that's the solution, though. It's a solution. Where is the Healy? Oh, that's so good. Nice. The Healy is just right here. Healy! Can I rest? I can't rest here? I could rest in the other place? This is dumb. Oh, I need to get more juice first. Okay. You know, there is an argument to be made that the damage upgrades aren't good. Because they don't let me get as much juice. Another little guy. Hello, little guy. That's all. Oh, you're still alive? I thought I killed you. That's basically full. Plus side is it's actually really easy to get back here. So we can refill super easily and just get right back into the mix. Hiya! Okay. Oh. All right. It's funny that I started playing this game, which features a goat character, and I started playing this game that features a goat character because on Reddit, people were saying that it'd be cool if Siebel was added to Rivals of Aether, and I'm like, Siebel? Who that? I looked up this game. It looked cool. I wanted to stream it. And Siebel is a goat. And then, shortly thereafter, they added a goat character. Oh, this is where I'm trying to go. Wait, this is not where I'm trying to go. Never mind. You know what'd be cool is if, in this area, by doing this, I would get another kick, and then I could just knock that other one out. So my timing right now is kind of right when the first axe goes into the wall. You guys like that timing? I know I did. No, but I actually believe in it. That's not what I need to do. Wait. Too late. Or too early, actually. Wait. I missed that? I'm just gonna try and go. Oh my word. I lost it. Okay, pal. What is going on? What is going on? I thought I hit that. I keep doing that because X is a jump when there are enemies in the air, and then A is also a wall kick, so I'm just mixing it up. That's a bad attempt. Ooh, but that was strangely the furthest I've ever gotten. That just shows I don't really even need 2 axe kicks, but I would like 2 axe kicks. Oh! Okay, maybe I do need to. Okay. Let's try it from this side. Nope. I like that side more because it puts... I think it puts me in a better angle. Maybe it doesn't. It's a tough line to draw here because on one hand, I want to see the axes. But on the other hand, if I'm seeing the axes, I'm going to be hit by them. Okay, so let's go back down. Again, thankfully this is really easy. Did the enemies respawn? No. That makes things a little bit more awkward, but not terribly. Okay. This is good, but it's not what we entirely need, so let's go into this room. Try to remember that what room we went into. So there are a bunch of enemies here. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do that. I wonder if that could give me the height I need. Can I use that when I have no resources? I can. That might be important. Almost looks like I only get health in the first hit here. That is true. I only get health in the first hit. Or get juice. Never mind, it's not true. I'll tell you, if I make this jump... If I make this jump, I'm making a short of it. How could I not? Unfortunately, this is the last round of attempts I can really make. Why am I going up here? I don't need to go up here. Because I'm going to lose enemies to help me gain health. Oh, wait, hold on. You might scoff, but that extra 1 health matters. Okay. We're good to go. I'm ready. I need to remember that little backflip. I doubt that's going to be super important, but maybe I'm able to turn around and get that backflip. I don't think I've been close enough to make that happen. Wait, hold on. I want to check. If I use that, I can immediately kick. That could be good. It feels like it's a little bit more technical than the level I'm at right now. Okay. Tried to hit it. I wonder if hitting axes restores, like hitting something in the air restores my resources. I'm gonna give this one more, this is my last series of attempts, and then I'm going to move on and see if I can come back to this. I hit it too. Oh, that was it. I might just need one more kick. Oh, I was so close. That was one. That was one where I think if I had turned to the left and then done this weird backflip thing, I would have had it because I would have lined up. Okay, remembering that. I'm remembering that. I hit it too. Like I said, it's a fine line. Now I'm just getting hit by it every single time. Okay, here we go. At least I remembered. Hello, Dee Dee. How's it going? How's it going? It's always good to see you. Are you here to pay the tax at least? I just feel like you can't just say hi. Oh my word. No, I did the wrong way. I would have had it. I would have had it. That was the best attempt yet. Oh, I didn't turn it quite right. Okay, she is here to pay the tax, which means I'm going to briefly leave. And we are going to witness the tax being paid. No judgment. Only nap. Thank you for that daily dose of Izzy. So you get daily doses of Izzy every day. I have to get weekly doses. She nap and trapped me in the hallway. That is definitely an insurmountable obstacle. Oh my word. No! I want to believe in this. But at the same time, I can't quite get it. Oh! Can I do it multiple times? No. That was so incredibly close. I'm trying it one more time. No! That was so close. Oh, I want to try it again. Should I try it again? I feel like I have to after that. Okay, the enemies aren't back. I feel like I have to. That was so close. Okay, you know what? There are still some more enemies left in that hub room. We will kill them. We'll get some juice back. And then we'll do it one more time. One more series. Because after that, I will actually have to seriously look for enemies. No enemies there. There is an enemy there. Get out of its way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I did call this out. How do I... I can't... Okay, I can't unequip these. Never mind. Oh, there is a Pope over there. Probably gonna take some damage from the Pope. Wait for it. Okay, the Pope is no longer with us. Ow. Doesn't matter. We'll go into one more room. Nothing. But yeah, I gotta get back to work. I sort of have a new job and so less able to pop into chats, unfortunately. congratulations on the new job, hopefully. Hopefully that's a good thing. I might be right there behind you. I applied for a thing today. Hopefully I get it. I am way off the beaten path. I'm going back. I look forward to the conversation. I will talk to you later. And I'm happy that you're happy about it. Because in this economy, in this world, it feels like we take a lot of L's. This is the one? I think this is the one. I will say I've gotten a lot better. Oh. Wait, is this right? No, this is not right. I've gotten a lot better at just basic movement. I hope I get it too, though we'll talk about the amount of time it's gonna take because it's like an hour commute. Which might have to change. How do I do? I think it's this way. No, that's the Pope. It's not this way. Is it this way? It's not this way because that's the beginning of the game. I always forget that I have this move. I never use it. I have a Mario back somersault. All right. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. I love this song. All right. You heard of the good old college try? We're gonna try the new college try. We might have a chance with the new college try. Because the old college try wasn't working for us. Okay. It's just up here. I also feel like this is significantly more possible than any of the other things that I've been trying, like last time I streamed this. Alright. Sometimes that'll happen. I'm just gonna take those and not be too upset about them. Nope. I'm getting better. Like, I'm rounding the corner more consistently. That would have been so good. Oh, I tried to preemptively swing, but I think the hitbox is pretty instant on this. Ooh, that might have been it had I not swung backwards. Had I swung backwards, it definitely would have been it. Perfect music for this. No! Nope, not quite. Wrong way. Wrong way. That attempt had a lot of heart, but it was the wrong way. You know what? If I get hit by an axe, I'm just dead. Okay. Oh! That was the best one yet. That was the best one. Oh, followed by a better one. We're a foot away. We are a foot away. Okay, I don't take double damage from that. That's good. Oh, I went backwards? That, again, would have had it. This one isn't good. All right. Ah, man. So close. I'm tempted to keep trying, man. Unfortunately, I will get less health, but it's not like getting more health here is hard. Like, sure, that's not as many attempts, but it's like a 20-second commute. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I fear what I have to do, what is awaiting me in other areas, too much. I'm not gonna spend all stream on this, but I gotta spend a little bit. Like, when I'm that close, if it looks like it's just not possible, then that's one thing, but it's definitely possible. Oh my word. My first attempt coming back. Okay, don't mess this up. Do we know what's around the corner? We don't. All right. Oh, there's another bubble. That's crazy. That is crazy. How do I even do that? I'm trying to commit that to memory. Bang, 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 and then I have to stay on that wall at that point, the left wall. And then I jump over. I get one last jump. I have 4 into that slanty wall, and then I get the bubble. Well, the slanty wall, and then I think that does refresh my resources, so I can use this. Okay, I can use this. That changes things. Okay. Importantly, I got that with only 1 hit on the axis. Yeah, no, that's not it. Nope. Okay. We're getting better. I'm trying to just kind of slant by this wall. Oh, that was bad. Nope. We're getting really consistent on that all of a sudden. No! Okay. That is so possible. Okay, we gotta refill. But that is doable. That is just straight up doable. Like, I'm having to use that jump for it, but I've gotten good enough that I don't really... Like, that's not really a... Okay. What? Oh, I'm here. That's not really a barrier of entry anymore, doing that backflip. Onward. Fine. How did I get that jump? Because I didn't do that to get the jump. I just got the jump. Weird. Okay. I believe in this. Nope. I'm not even trying to dodge the axes. I'm just kind of trusting that if I get the boost, I get the boost. Okay, that made it. Oh, I turned the wrong way. Nope. Oh my god. All right. I got it! Yes, that was sloppy and I made it. Whew, this game's nuts. Where am I? Where does this go? Have I been here before? Imagine if this was a room I'd been to before. I don't think so. Yeah, no, this room is new. What reward does this have? You know, I need to stop and drink a glass of water before I move on. Wow. Mikey, rewind the stream like 25 seconds, 30 seconds. Just rewind this game. Rewind, see what I just did. Rewind and come back. And then pay the tax. Oh. I can't believe I made that. As I said, I don't know why I went to Trump there. As I said, that's a short. That's a short right there. Oh. I pinched this. I have like a pinched nerve in my neck. I can tilt my head this way, but I can't. Oof, that's bad. Oh. I do enjoy a difficult platformer. Now, where on earth? This is a big room. This is a really big room. What is this room? What is that? No. Some strange architecture I don't know really the purpose of. Yeah, no, this platformer is great. It's very difficult, but it's difficult for the right reasons. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I like that jump. This little backflip is my new best friend. I'm also kind of thinking that the best way to play this game is in short bursts. Like, we get progress, and then we're like, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, there's something over there. I could probably get there from that. So let's go back. So this won't be the entire stream, I promise you. There's... Hold on. This jump is actually much harder to make than it might seem. Try to angle that. Got it. Okay. That actually wasn't that difficult. That's an easy jump. Wait, is this where we came in? No. We have lots of purple vines. Where is this? Oh! This is the other side of that room that I was trying to get to earlier that I didn't think we could. You don't say. Okay. Yes. Hi. Wait. I don't know if... I'm going to go over there, but I don't think we care because that... Yeah, that just leads... What? What is that? Wait, they have Z-targeting in this... I'm sorry. They have Z-targeting in this game? Apparently there's Z-targeting, which I don't... It begs the question why. Because I don't feel like there's enough combat in this game to merit that. Okay, sure. This area is pointless. That area... I'm hesitant to go down because I can't get back up. So we're going to save that for last. Instead... Ugh. Gross. How... Can I? I don't have a health refill, so... I gotta choose my directions very wisely here. It is very much inspired by N64 graphics. That was an intentional design choice by them. And I kind of like it. It has some good music, but I just chose to override it with mine. Let's look at this map. So we have 2 ways to go that we have not gone. Both of them are at the opposite end of this room. I'm wondering... Oh, I can just get on top of this and then go over there. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad. I said it's not too bad. Oh, that's not music playing. Got it. Maybe it is too bad. How do I... Ugh. I can't go through there. I don't know if this is... That's not correct. What is this mesh I see beneath? Oh, we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to go through there. There's going to be a mesh that will rise up. Okay, so that means there's a switch somewhere. I have a feeling I know where it is. I think it's in that room. It means we have to go all the way back up there. Kind of gross. Oops. Got it. Easy. All right. No hesitation. Where does this lead? What does this do? Oh, wait. I want to check this out. Oh, there's a pole. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. We can get back. There's also this grate here. I don't think that's universal across all of the jelly water. Oh, okay. That connects to the main room. So we've solved one of the doors. And I need to go to the opposite corner. I need to get over there. How do I get over there is another question here. Okay. That's not a good sign. That's... Wait, hold on. We need the grate. How do I get the grate? There's the door up there. I don't know if I can make that. Maybe? Maybe. That's rough. Again, I don't have a heal. Oof. This remix is by Rosen. who made a bunch of music called, I mean, he's a composer, but this arrangement is from, it's basically D&D themed, so it's meant to be used. So close. It's meant to be used at the D&D table. I really enjoy their music. Theirs and Theophanes. Yes! Okay. 2 doors. 2 doors. 1. Okay, is this door? There are no switches. Although we now have access to that room. That's big. I need to remember that. And then this one, which is going to take a little bit of work, but not a whole lot, right? Yeah, not too bad. Man, this little back jump really feels like the missing piece. Ooh, baby! Gimme! No. 1 more and we get something cool. 1 more. Okay. What is in the store? Please be a switch. What the? What is this? Twilight Theater? Is this a new entrance? This is a new entrance. Are these friendly people? Are they the goat men? Hello, goat man. Let me speak to you. Can't speak to any of them. I can talk to this one. Where have you been? 3 bean casserole, not enough for 1 man. I could eat like 20 beans at least. So get to it, please. I heard that the theater was still in good condition, but it seems even this place has been affected. Ah, nuts. I really wanted to see the show today. Sorry, miss. Can't let you in. Theater's closed until all the haze is gone. Did I just stumble across a secret area? Y'all could at least give me, like, a switch. Huh. Huh. All the haze is gone, huh? Is this like after game stuff? I want to try and get that. Oh my word, this jump screw. It changes everything. What? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You know, again, I've said it before, but sometimes the weird little physics stuff like that could entirely be intentional because they're trying to capture a vibe. Wait, what's up there? Nothing? Nothing at all? Okay. All right. Well, that kind of sucks. But we explored that entire area. Right? Yeah, that's entirely mapped out. We got an upgrade from that. Okay, I feel better. And I think I'm pretty sure the clear mind thing. Oh my word, this is a jump. No. What is the best way by which I can get back? So what's that nook? I really wish I could have figured out how to raise this grate. I have an idea. Boom. No. Is there another way back? I'd rather not get a game over, especially since I haven't saved. Okay, wait, hold on. Got it. Oh, the backflip is my love. So this room does not... Oh, it does have a save crystal in it. Okay, so all of that worrying was for naught. Double check. This room. not going back this way. Is there another way for me to go back? I think there was. It was that long room. Yeah, I need to go. Unfortunately, I need to go back. Oh, you're talking about Ocarina of Time? Tell me that this isn't just ripped straight from Ocarina of Time. Or at least heavily referenced it. Okay. That backflip is seriously the truth. Not quite. Not quite. Anything else in this room? I'm really curious at where this lever was. Unless I'm like misremembering and all of the juice, the berry juice from Bug's Life had that lever. Okay, so this way was what? It went back to that room. Okay. And the other one, actually I need to take this way anyway. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Was there anything else in here? I don't remember what was up this. What does this room connect to? That, okay. Alright. You know what? Now realizing what this backflip can do, I wager to guess there are some more collectibles that we can get. Jump. Might as well jump. Thank goodness there's no fall damage. Okay, let's save here, and the enemies are back because we left the region, which I actually need to partake in said enemies. Why is there a glitchy block next to my juice meter? You see that black bar? What is going on? This game is having some difficulties. Okay, where are we going now? I'm almost done with this section of the stream, just because I think that we did a really good thing, and we should be rewarded for it by not playing anymore. Map. We could go to we could go anywhere, really. The dilapidated dungeon, maybe? Which is... I need to go back to the cross room? Yeah, I need to go back to the cross room. And then move on from there. You are here. Wait, what is that bar? Did I unlock a thing? Oh my word. Did I unlock something? Collect all 3 to hold more magic power. I've collected 3. Oh, that was the last one. Oh, I thought it was like every 3 ones you get a thing, but that's, I'm thinking of the health. So I actually got a thing. What does said thing do? Is it just an overfill bar? It's a level 4. I now have level 4 magic power. I have so much sauce. I have full beans. I need to take a right from where I went, which was that. So that's not a right. That's a right. Right? Yeah, that's a right. I have so many beans now. It wasn't just a random Garbo thing that I got. I got a real Garbo thing. I mean, to be fair, it's been a while since I played. I should have recognized that because I've been collecting these. I just forgot that that's what that was, because this one increases my healing power by half a pip every time I get one. This one increases my damage. This one lets me get more air kicks, which apparently I thought I needed, but apparently I didn't. I do think the bar could have been designed a little bit better. It is kind of just a black or white bar. Hi. So many of us have been trapped in the dungeon, and for what? It's the wrong way. I'm leaving you forever. This is very fitting music for what this is. Da 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 do do. Wait, do I want to be in here? This is where I started the... Okay. I hate that I looked up. I hate that I looked up, because that's a map transition. I'm not bothering with that. No. I don't believe in that. Okay. Wait. This is where I came in. I don't know if I want to go to the dilapidated dungeon. There's a... I don't know if I care about this area. Because this is like the first area. Actually, where did I get my key? Empty Bailey, so there could be a key in here. Ugh. One of the things I do not like about Metroidvanias is just all of the wandering around. What is going on here? Oh, yeah, it's all the little goat men. Yeah, I really don't like the wandering around in Metroidvanias. I forgot about that. I got everything here, right? I had to. There's an enemy down there, I think. I think I'm going to choose to believe that I got everything here. I don't want to live in a world where I didn't. I also don't know where I'm going anymore, and that's a problem. This way. I wonder. Nope. Can I go under that? Yes. I feel like this is the wrong way. No. What does this say? A tower holding the essence of the princess never to be seen again. But with the 3 powers of the sun, one can find their own path. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means. What is up there? Criminy crap. What did this mirror do? That barely worked. I hope I'm not too late. Did I hit that before? Wait, what just... I started a timer. Oh, snap. Okay, wait, hold on. We're restarting this. I've definitely never seen this before. 1. Oh, come on. Horde. I'm trying the skin. What is this? Okay, I'm just trying to collect data on this one. That one's crazy. How do I get that one? That one's kind of nuts. Maybe I get up there? Apparently my time to beat is... Okay. 1. No! I definitely could have had that. What if I could just make this? Not like that. I'm flubbing hard. Why am I missing that now? Okay. Okay. It's doable. It sucks, but it's doable. Knowing this game, I'm just gonna get a cosmetic off of it. Really? Why? Come on. Yeah. My hands are so sweaty. Okay, we're going up there, I guess. Whew. I don't know if I can reach that. That doesn't refresh, okay. I'm gonna try and do this one not in the allotted time. Just to do it. because apparently it's impossible for me to do it in a lot of time. I also don't know how to get up there. Like, I can't hit these. Like, I have no idea how to get up there. How do I even get up there? 4 of 7, but like, how? How on earth? How on earth do I get up there? I'm gonna try getting up here and then kind of like going around the room. No. How on earth? I don't know if that's possible with what I have. And this is coming from the guy that just did that crazy jump at the beginning of the stream. I don't think that's something that I can do. Yeah, we'll remember that, but I don't know if that's a thing. Okay, let's get back to ooh, hold something. Maybe not the phone, but nice. Cool. Okay, I feel a lot better about this now. I didn't walk away empty-handed. One more and we get more health, which actually really matters. Okay. Criminy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that would have been possible. There must be some crazy, like, super jump that we get later on. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. I think I'm going the right way. What is down there? Nothing. I've been in this room before. I need to take a right. I'm just going to see what's in this room. I've been here before? This seems far beyond, like, when I was here. My capabilities when I was originally here. This seems way beyond when I was originally here. Got it. More health. Man, we really didn't come back empty-handed. I'm looking fine. Map oddly cuts off here. Okay. Sweet. That was huge. Okay, I need to take a right. Again, that's really terrifying, but I don't think I have the stuff to deal with that. Okay, I think I know where I want to end. Because honestly, I got a lot more than I ever expected to get. There's a place to the left and left again. It's in the theater, but it's a different entrance of the theater. Oh, wait. That's the dungeon. You take a right and then go that way. Okay, got it. Uno, dos, tres. Soon I will have... I mean, I have cuatro now. Oh, that's how I do that. Got it. Soon I will have, what is it, seis? Is that? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis? Yeah, I just want to take a look at the theater. Not necessarily do anything. I remember this one being crazy. Like, there's that stupid thing up there. There are a couple places in this area that I have like no idea how I'm to be expected to complete them. This is one of them. So like getting up here is very easy. That does okay, wait, hold on. I've learned since then. Oh, that's doable. That's straight up doable. Unfortunately, I have to platform all the way up there every single time, which is frustrating as all get out, but I can do that. Ammo. Because how this game works is when you do a wall jump right along the wall, you can kind of hug the wall. But you can only do that once, which I'm now thinking of another area where this tech would apply. The next one that happens will send you further from the wall. But you can use this backflip to get yourself back aligned. So that's what I think I can do. All right. Okay, I need to make sure when I fall down that I do not land on anything, or else that can be bad. That can be really bad. The worst part about this one is really just the backtracking. Not because it's hard, just because it's annoying. Like, you want to be focusing on your mistake that you just made and reiterating it, but you can't do that here. Nope. Super close. If I did that kick early just to get the height and then grab the ledge, it'd be very possible. And then, Mikey, you have to kick. The earlier you kick, the more distance you get. So, the later you kick, when you're right next to the wall, you get more height. But the earlier, actually, really, it just feels like earlier is strictly better. It's definitely very close. What? I don't know what that was. That was dumb. I got stuck on the ledge. And no, I'm not reliving trauma with this music. I actually really like the song. This might be my favorite track in all of Ocarina of Time. Got it. Aerial finesse. You press jump during your knockback state to regain balance? Wait, what? Wait, what does that mean? Press jump during your knockback state to regain balance. So just if I'm hit, then I can press jump to not be hit. Okay, that's not really an upgrade that it was ever on my radar. And then there's this stupid thing that I can't get. Okay, we're gonna try one more thing because I'm curious about it. Like, in the grand scheme of things, that was, what, 4 attempts? And that was just because I've realized, oh snap, the backflip is like a very important part of my kit. I should use it more. And my thought is... I don't know where this is. Came in from that entrance. That one is that. Have I not gone through one of these doors? And if not, am I misremembering an area in this game? Like, I've gone through that door. I don't know if apparently I haven't gone through this door? How have I? I'm sure that I've gone through this door. I am like 100% sure that I've gone through this door. But if not, this leads to the empty Bailey? Okay. Sure. Sure. I mean, I don't think there's much in this area that I need to get, because ultimately I need to come back here endgame once I have all the keys. Die, Pope! Okay, that didn't work. Ooh, actually, hold on. There's one thing in this area, I'm pretty sure. I think there is an area up here. There's a door. Yeah, there's something up there. And to get it, I think I can get on top of... I don't know if I can get on top of this building. Maybe. Nope. I don't know if I can get onto that. I just had the randomest craving for Mexican food. I don't know what caused that. Mexican food is kind of the truth. I need to get over this. I don't know if I can. Can I get on top of this tower? No. Like, this is the highest point, right? That's pretty high over there. Camera's really... Can I go in first person in any way? Oh, I can just do that. I didn't know I could press up on the D-pad to see the map. That changes a lot. There we go. Okay, how do I get that? Maybe I get on top of the castle and then go down from there, but because this jump is like not... Oh, I can just play in first person. That's kind of trippy. Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Ugh. I don't think that's something that I can do. Unless I can get on top of the castle walls, which, I mean, you can over here. It's not the castle walls that I need to be on. Oops. I can get up here. I can get up here. This is... almost feels a little bit higher, but it's not closer. Okay, before I end... I don't need to go that way. That way is end game. I really want to get that because that's like an upgrade. That's like a real thing. You know, actually, this might be better. Like, because I can technically do that. I can go along the wall. So maybe... Get... Ow. Get out of here. Die. I wonder... if that's closer, which it is, I might be able to get that. Let's give it a shot. Because normally... leave me alone. Probably should have healed first. That's doable. Especially if I use like the pogo stick jump first. That seems like it's real. I agree. The simpler solution is to just not get hit. Isaiah taught us well. Isaiah would be top 1 if he tried. Fortunately, the consequence for failure is really annoying. Like if I just do this and then go from there, I might get it. First try, baby. Bonus power is built from attacks. That's lame. But I opened something. What did I open? What did I open? I can't believe I did that first try. It just goes to show that sometimes just thinking about something is better than just ramming your head against it over and over and over again. Perspective is very important. I don't know what I just opened. I'm kind of upset about that. I'm more upset about that than getting the thing. We've gotten so many things this stream. I'm proud of myself. Oh, criminy. Why? Why? I didn't want this. I don't want this. You dumb... Why'd I do that? What? I did a backflip there. Why is it whenever these orbs appear, I play 15 times worse? And why can I not get this wall kick? That works every other time. What is going on with this game? There, that's what's supposed to happen. Okay, I'm recollecting this. Wherever it was. Where did this thing start? There it is. Oh, that's what opened. That's what these are. Oh, okay. Well, I feel better about whatever opened. This one actually seems possible, but it's also early. I've seen like 2 of them of 14. Okay, that one's up there. That's a little bit too high. What if I do this, though? Okay. We'll go on the high path first. Thankfully, there isn't one in the clock tower. Okay, there's one here. 1, 2, 3. What? That was nonsense. Okay, got that one. 5 of 14. There are 14 of these? Yes. Thankfully, the aura really helps find them. Okay. Yes. We're at 10. This one actually seems very doable. I give it something I can end the stream off. We missed the time. But now knowing where they are, there's one up there. They kind of give a little indication of where they're going to be. In fact, they might even give the oh, there's one down there. Okay, so let's see what we get when we get all of them. Not in the correct time, mind you. But What happens when I get them all? It gives me... Okay, it just stops the timer. I think we could do that. This seems like a fun thing to end not the stream, but the Pseudo Regalia segment. Usually I'm very frustrated when I end Pseudo Regalia, but today I'm like, no, we've gotten too much in too little time for me to be upset. All right, ready, set, go. I do like going this way first and not messing that up. Not messing that up. Jump. Yeah, I definitely want to get these first. Get out of my way. And then if I can get this one without doing any wall jumps, that would be great. Yes, it is great, in fact. Jumpity. Yeah. I might be able to just get this one without... Yep. Okay. There are these. Going high path first. I have to get this one. Oh, I already got it. Man, I messed that up. I don't know if I would have gotten it anyway. Which ones did I have left? This one I'm just trying to reflect. Okay, didn't get this one. This one. Okay, real quick, practice this one. Can I get up here? Easily. Okay. Let's restart. Actually, this one's right next to me. You know what? I'm just gonna grab this one now. I might even be able to just start here. Let's just start here. Because then if I mess it up, like that. Okay, let's try to do something else. Let's not do the jump. Let's just grab it and then move on. Okay. What? Hello? I'm restarting. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. No one does. That wooden lip is really annoying. There we go. Past the lip. It wants to go up in the right. I say no. There's a method. Almost didn't make that. I tried to get some style points off that guy, and he wasn't having it. Yeah, this way. Making good time. I have a minute left. I don't need to do the crazy platforming again. Just pogo stick. Grab it. Okay, I need to grab these. Yes! That's huge. That's huge. I can see them all. I can see them all. I can see them all. Go! It's just a matter of speed. Oh, we got this. We got this. Go! I missed. Hiya! We did it. We did it. What does that give us? Yes! New outfit. That's what I called. I predicted it. But I'm okay with the new outfit. How do I... It said chivalry. It said we got chivalry, right? I'm not crazy? Professional. Okay, that's the one I've been rocking. Sungreaves I've used before. I think Soldier's the new one. Yeah, because it said chivalry. Cool. It's a little bit bulkier than I'd like, because I don't know. I like to feel, you know, somewhat finessed and dexterous and graceful when I'm playing a graceful game, but I still like it. Cool. All right. Let's go find a save point and save. I was going to say, let's go to another area, just see, and end with something obtainable in sight, but nah, I'm not doing that. I did that here. I got the thing. Move on. I think there's a save point over this wall. Pretty sure. Right? I don't want to just jump down. There it is. Got it. All right. That was a fun stream of Pseudo Regalia. I can leave this segment actually liking the game, which seems like it's a rarity for me. We got so much. Like, nothing functionally crazy, but I think the big part was learning that this backflip is actually, like, an essential part of the kit. All right, let's transition to something else. I think, let's see, what are we gonna do? I want to play a little bit of Mario Kart World. It'll take me a second to get it set up, so go get a drink. But I want to play a little bit of Mario Kart World, not worldwides. I want to time trial some stuff. I want to get a little bit better at time trials, so that won't be a long segment either. We're just gonna keep on moving. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I also probably need to take an Excedrin because my head is kind of bugging me, and then we will get right back to it. Yeah, I'm going for world record. Listen, I've done it once. I'm not doing it again this stream. Oh, that's what. That's never been a problem before. Ah! It's so big. Hold on. Yeah. I don't understand what happened. I guess, oh, you know what probably was the problem? I think for the Tears of the Kingdom LP, I had been toying around with Elgato settings and making them work. And that happened, that happened Saturday and Sunday, which is why the stream was okay. And then, although I guess we didn't stream the Switch, but, no, we did stream the Switch. And that's why it suddenly got bad. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. I understand. All right, single player. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Oh, hold on. Even more holding on. Button mapping. Let's reset that. No YSB here. I'm just going to get into worldwides real quick because I just want to witness what I'm missing out on. I just want to witness it. Where on earth is my guy? Bat. 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 These are the best stats. Look at these stats. So beautiful. Yeah, we're just gonna get into a worldwide, watch random break our hearts, and then we're gonna move on. That patch happened during the stream, and it even, looking back at it, we even got someone picking random that gave us a connected track. I just didn't really think of it. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was thinking gameplay. That no way did I think that would happen. Like they would go that far. Oh, come on. I want to get on top of that. He is. He's a good little guy. I mainly picked it for the stats, and I didn't want to play one of the babies because personally I don't like the babies. I think that if they're gonna, I would rather have a, like, I'd rather have a small, unique character than a baby version of a character that we have. That just seems pointless to me. Oh yeah, we need to practice this track too. Yeah, we need to practice this track. And I know for a fact that they're going to fix worldwides. It'll happen. Nintendo is not blind. Like, a lot of people think that they are, but those same people don't really actually, like, read the patch notes. And with Splatoon, with Smash Ultimate, they're not very, I'm never going to say they're very, but they understand at least a little bit what they're doing. Is the frame rate really choppy for you guys? Hold on. Properties. FPS. Oh, yeah, it is. Why is it locking FPS to 30? Oh, you know what? Why? You know why? Let's go into my settings on OBS. I like OBS. Yeah, there's no but there. I like OBS. I'm just not very good at it yet. Output. You guys can see this. Why not? Streaming. Where's 60 FPS? Where's the frame rate? Where on earth is that? Video? No. Common FPS value is 60. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing, though. I go to... Oh, wait, you can't see that. Yeah, you guys can't see that. Wait, actually, no, you can. You can. Maybe? No, you can't see that. Yeah, you can't see that. Okay, never mind. It is choppy, though. I actually need to fix that. Properties? It probably won't let me change that while recording / streaming, because that is a nightmare. Is it still going to be bad? A little choppy. A little choppy. We might have to live with it. I mean, it's 30 FPS and at the end of the day. I'm sad there's no inside drift in this game, though. Yeah, Random. I'll do the right thing. Inside drift was pure gas. I like that bikes are viable. I like that karts and bikes are viable. I will never forgive what they did in Mario Kart 8 to bikes. Like, they just made them strictly worse than karts. I forgot that shaking the controller tricks. Like, why on earth did they make it so they don't get the full drift spark? And they don't get wheelies, so they're just strictly worse. Like, what are you doing? What on earth what do you have against bikes? It was like Kirby 64 to Melee. They gutted him. All right. I'm actually okay with this. I'm okay with one race of Rainbow Road, and then we get into Worldwides. I should probably learn this track because there aren't a lot of shortcuts in Rainbow Road, which makes learning the ones that exist all the more important. I'm largely just going to save my items. There's absolutely no reason to pull ahead here. There is a reason not to fall behind. No. I think coins are so much more important right now. Coins equate to I think 5% speed increase, and it's front-loaded for light characters and back-loaded for heavies, which is actually just makes heavies worse. Just like straight up worse. Can I disable? I can't. I can't disable shake controls. I don't know why I've never noticed their presence until now. I guess I've never been that animated. I love the lap 1 shock. That makes a lot of sense. I really hope that Nintendo understands fully why we're so upset about the intermission tracks. Like, we love this game. Mario Kart World is already one of my top in my top 3 Mario Karts. It is that good. There are some tracks that I don't like. For example, I think this track will probably be one that once the visuals kind of like set in, I'm not keen to go to it. But it's also a front-running track, and I really like front-running tracks. I like front-running more than I like bagging. I should probably actually use my items if this is a front-running track. I missed that shortcut. Okay, give me an item. Yeah, at the moment, it's not worth the price. But what I've been telling people is if you want, only get a Switch if you're not a Switch 2 if you're not going to regret it. And I would say my line is if there are 2 games that you like on the Switch 2, then it's worth it. I don't really think that anyone who wants a Switch 2 and is not getting one at the moment is going to end up not getting one. It just wait for the games that you want to play to come out. That's all there is really to it. Like, if you want Donkey Kong, wait, just chill. There's no reason not to. There will probably even be a good bundle that comes your way. It's not like you're missing anything by getting it later. Not really. Unless, like, Luigi's Mansion comes out, where the online golden era is only going to last for a couple of months, which is a real thing. Luigi's Mansion multiplayer is one of the most fun times I've ever had playing multiplayer. Playing online. It's like, that's a real thing. But until then, just wait. Just wait until you don't regret it. Because I don't want anybody to, especially in this economy, to make a purchase for the Switch and be thinking about, man, I wish I hadn't have done this. Oh, I forgot they're electrified. This is not a good race for me. But we love this game. And I hope Nintendo understands that. The music this is already one of my favorite soundtracks that Nintendo's produced in like the last 10 years. Like, I kid you not. I think that the Switch 1 was kind of a dead zone for soundtracks. There are only a couple tracks in Odyssey that I actually like. What is it? The Wooded Kingdom is, such a banger of a song. Yeah. You're in chat, somebody said that Rainbow Road is too easy. I agree. I don't think the length is a problem for me, because if it was long and hard, I would be all up in that. But no one clipped that. But the fact that it is long and easy, I think, makes it tense when you care about your VR. But if you don't, then, like, it's not great. Very pretty, though. Oh, I should have saved that for the shortcut. I'm not really paying attention to what's happening this race. I'm not really caring. I'm kind of just enjoying playing Mario Kart. Hold on. Can we? Hold on. The red didn't go to me. Oh, so many fire flowers. 8th isn't bad. Yeah, that's another thing. I think that's probably the point I like the most is this track. What's the Starview Peak? Right? Starview Peak? This track, Starview Peak, the stupid Koopa Troopa Beach, which is my least favorite track in the game. That's the only track in this game I think is legitimately a bad track. Those ones don't have Mario Kart World mechanics. Like, Okay. Hear me out. We'll play one. Yeah, we'll play one more. Hear me out. Imagine you know how Rainbow Road is kind of known for having twisty tracks that converge? Imagine that happening, but then both tracks turn sideways like this, and there's nothing beneath you, and you have to wall ride between the two. There's audio desync between the game or me. Here, wait, I think I can fix that. Also, there's audio desync. Oh, I'm curious. That's not one. Let's pick this and see what happens. There's audio desync. Why would that be? Let's try this. Properties. How about now? I know I can't really do anything that... Is there audio desync now? I think I probably fixed it. Cool. I'll actually show what I have to do to fix that because I think it's very interesting. It's something that at some point when I was streaming Uncharted 2, somebody in chat, it might have been you, Mikey, pointed out the audio desync, and I looked up the... Oh, wait, hold on. This is a track I need to learn today. So I think it's good that I'm playing Worldwide because... Oh, wait, I missed the boost. Let's see if I can do this blind. Nope. Okay. I will learn this track because this track is sexy when you get it right. Yeah, Starview Peak is such a letdown. There was a stream where I was trying to figure out if there was some secret sauce to it, and I found some secret sauce, but it voids you out. It sucks. I would probably put that as my... You know what? Maybe I'll make a tier list of this video. You know what? Can somebody... Oh, I'm going to try this trick. Did I do that right? No. I need to get this right. This track I definitely want to learn. Somebody find... I don't know if you can drop links in chat. Somebody find me a tier list maker of this game. Oh my word! I'm doing it! Oh crap. I'm not supposed to do side trick there. Good to know. Yeah, somebody find that. I'm making a tier list of tracks in this game. That just seems fun. Can I do this while big? No. Okay, let's do it again. Up to the top. Okay. Let's go forward, side. Oh, that's weird. That was some weird error. Okay, yeah, I need to figure that one out. The craziest part is that shortcut is so fast that I'm really not losing any time for it at this elo where people are not going for it. Okay, can I get it now when nothing else is going on? I don't think I got it. Oh my word. Oh, this is a... Oh! Come on. I think I got 4th. 6th. Okay. Okay, the link ain't sending. Mikey, you have Blue Sky. Send it to me on Blue Sky. While you pay your tax. I have Jay in chat as well. Jay, if you're in chat, if you have a Blue Sky account, tweet at me at PalPlays with either a picture of your pet or a recent hike or whatever you're drinking from the stream. Even if it's water, I'll take it. I prefer the pet, though. All right, we're gonna go into time trials here while I wait for that to send, or I can just do the legwork myself and find it. Mario Kart World Track Tier List Maker. Oh, stop it. Okay, we're gonna go into... That's the wrong Pro Controller. I want to have the map open here, because what I found is just a bunch of symbols, so we're gonna go through that. Okay. That works. That works. Okay, I found one. We are making... Unfortunately, I can't see myself, so you're gonna have to... I need music going. Oh my word, that's loud. That works. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm gonna keep chat open here, which is gonna look a little bit weird for you. Actually, let's just move this over to a different screen. There we go. I got it. Tier list maker, let's go. What track is this? I don't recognize them by their symbols. That is Mario Bros. Circuit. Taxes sent. Let's go. Taxes! There's a shadow under this, whatever this is. Counter? Entertainment Center? It reminds me of the Entertainment Center from Pikmin 4. I don't know why that's where my mind went. There is a darkness. There's a blob of pure... Trying to figure out what emotion that's conveying. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to mute the game on this. We're going to mute the game. I actually want to show off what is happening here. Pause. Right monitor. I know this is a mess. Oh, I can't show it. Never mind. We're not showing that. So I'm going to talk about tracks here. I need this up. The first track is Mario Bros. Circuit, which I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to talk about it. Now, keep in mind, I am by no means a time trial expert. I just want to talk about it from a casual standpoint, and also, I guess less a casual standpoint, a game design standpoint. Mario Bros. Circuit doesn't have a whole lot of shortcuts. The shortcuts, it has some rails, but honestly, a lot of them kind of feel like they're added as an afterthought. Like these were not... Oh, that doesn't work. I can't leap between rails here, so I'm either taking a crazy outside line or you know, it's just an alternate way to go. These wall rides aren't particularly convenient. When the game first came out, we were really excited about the walls, and it's like, oh, it's faster, you can just jump on the walls and trick, but the fact that it's slower is really annoying. This part of the track, kind of lame. There is this pipe down here that you could, like, technically trick onto, I think. Not really. But, like, what is that pipe even for? I guess we could probably just do, like, a... It's not even at a good angle for anything. So that pipe is basically a moot point. Like, I'm in time trials. This isn't open world. So when it comes to shortcuts, like, this is basically all you got. Is this cut right here, which isn't even really a cut. It's not even really a shortcut. You can go onto this, and you can mushroom onto this rail, which is the coolest part of it. I do like the tires as a shortcut mechanic. I love what they started doing with their design philosophy of adding just terrain that can only be destroyed with a mushroom. So if there's someone who takes the shortcut, you can then take the shortcut for a few seconds without needing any items to do so. I really like that idea. But ultimately, I don't think this track is amazing, but I would definitely not put it... If I can go back to my right monitor thing, I definitely don't put it in F tier. I think F tier is reserved for something that just doesn't, you know, I'm going to name these tiers. And I'm also going to change the name of the stream because I don't know if I can show this. I'm not going to show this. I'm scared to show any special keys. We're going to go Mario Kart World tier list. Boom. Okay. Are we still on right monitor? Yes, we are. And music. Yeah, the pipe is for free roam. I'm gonna do F tier as not a MK World track. This is reserved for courses that don't use basically any of the mechanics of Mario Kart World. But this one does. This one does. So it goes. I think it goes in D. I think that's fair. Next is change course. Like, I don't love this track, but I don't hate it. Next is, what is that? Is that Crown? Oh, Crown City. Crown City. I actually recently did some time trialing on here. One of the few tracks that I have done time trialing on. And not gonna lie, I don't hate the track. I hate this beginning portion, not from a like worldwide standpoint, but from a I'm really inconsistent at that trick. I'm really inconsistent at that trick. But honestly, when you're online, it's not super important. Mainly because I was fighting the world record on it. I really like that you can trick off of the cars to get coins. I kind of wish it was 2 coins because then I feel like it would be better. Like, you're losing so much time by tricking off of those cars. Oh, wait, hold on. I was going to change something. Hold on. No, I muted the game. Okay, cool. I want the game muted because I have my own music going. I love the wall ride mechanics here. I messed that up. I love the temporary rails that you can get you some fun air. This area has a lot of alternate routes, which is cool. No, I think this track is really good. I have no real complaints about this track. I also like that it is a multi-lap track. Like, I'm gonna race the entire track. Like, it has some long straightaways, but it feels like there's stuff to do on them. There are these alternate routes, which are technically not faster, but fast does not always matter in worldwide. Sometimes safe does. I think this area also has enough segments where there isn't a whole lot going on so that you can start sniping people. If it was all alternate ways, then I would have a problem with that. But here there's some parts where it's just good old-fashioned Mario Kart. And then we go back to this long straightaway. This straightaway is kind of referenced a lot, but you can go up here. I like that. Also in worldwides, when not all the time are you going to be able to get coins because there are people ahead of you, it's nice to have those alternate routes for that reason. And then here we have a couple really good shortcuts, really good mushroom cuts. And then of course we have this really sweet shortcut here, which I'm not amazing at, but I'm gonna do it. Like, oh, I missed that. I missed the tree, but you can even if you fail it, it's sweet. I think this track races really well. I'm gonna put this in C for now, but I think it's probably a B. I think the straightaway happens too much, so sometimes it can kind of feel like a straightaway track, but ultimately it uses the mechanics of Mario Kart World really well. This will probably end up being a low B, but right now I'm putting it in C to make room for other things. Okay, what is this? Is this Whistletop Summit? This is Whistletop Summit. I'm not racing this one because this is one I need to practice this stream. Whistletop Summit is, I think, honestly, I think it's an easy S. I think this is an easy S. I can't think of another track off the top of my head that uses the Mario Kart World mechanics more. Like, it uses wall rides, it uses the rails, it has a bunch of cool alternate routes. It uses the wall ride mechanic, or the track mechanics in, I think, a really inventive manner. And I think any time that green shells feel viable to throw them at people, which the rails are very powerful at enabling green shells to just get basically a guaranteed hit. I like this track. The time trial is super sweet. My boy Enme just got world record on this track, so I kind of have to put it in S. No, I think this is straight up an S tier track. Okay, we're gonna go to next DK Spaceport. I'm gonna race this one actually because I'm gonna race this one. DK Spaceport is cool. I think it's a super inventive idea. I don't know if I like racing it. However, I will talk about one segment and why I think people disproportionately rag on this track. So there's a shortcut right at the beginning. I have not practiced this, so I don't entirely know the shortcut. I forget how you do this. How do you do that shortcut? It's not a mushroom cut either. Are you supposed to take it super wide? No, they don't take it that wide. They don't take it that wide. I don't know how to do that shortcut. I need to practice that. Again, this is the perspective of not a casual, but somebody who needs to practice this game more than he does and doesn't have the time to do it. But I'm familiar with most of, actually, basically all of the speedruns at this point. This track doesn't really wow me, but it uses the mechanics of Mario Kart World pretty well. The shortcuts, I think, are a part where it's a little bit lame. Like, they're really just mushroom cuts, really. I feel like not enough people go for this. It's not a shortcut. It's not actually necessarily faster. But, again, alternate routes are sometimes good. I've heard it compared to Excitebike many, many times, and I don't disagree with that comparison. I do like that every single leg of it is different. Like, there are no repeats, and they kind of get crazier the further you go. Like, this one is really cool. This one's super sweet. Okay, I have a rant about this. People have complained saying that this part isn't very cool because it is slower to go on the walls. I entirely disagree. It is not slower to go on the walls in Worldwides. Why is it going... There we go. I want to hold the button. It is, in fact, often faster to use the walls when you're worried about getting hit by shells. When you're worried about green shells, taking the safe route and not getting caught in the blender is, in fact, faster. I will take those walls every single day of the week in Worldwides unless I am front running or in last place where I have a power item. This area, there's really nothing to speak of. It's a cool finale. I think this track is probably... I think I put this right next to Crown City. I think I put this in Crown City. I think it's about the same. I think it might be a little bit worse than Crown City, but not by a whole lot. Cool. No, I don't want to upload that terrible, terrible time. Next is a course that I don't think I've really raced more than like 5 times. It's what is it even called? Desert Hills. I straight up think that I've raced this thing all of 4 times in my life. And 2 of those were last time I streamed this. Mikey in all caps. They removed the hills in Desert Hills. Why? I used to really like Desert Hills purely because of the end bit. Honestly, I haven't raced this one enough to really know. I don't know what the shortcuts are. I haven't watched really the run of it. I guess I'll just look at it from a standpoint of like a first blush. But I really have not raced this track. I feel like I had a crazy lap on it. I've had a couple crazy races on it. you can go up on that top segment with some clever platforming. That's obviously a mushroom cut right there. They have some mushroom cuts, but it doesn't seem that interesting. It's also a really short track. I mean, I'm not racing this any way close to optimal, and this was a 40-second lap. Yeah, it's now just kind of desert. I don't love this track. I don't hate it. Like, I don't moan when it shows up because it's going to be a quick race. Like, this segment isn't really crazy. That segment feels like a water segment, to be honest. Is that a... No, that's a worldwide area. Yeah, there's just nothing here. There's just nothing. I think I might put this in... Huh. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing with this. Let's move Crown City and DK Spaceport up to B tier. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Let's put this... Is this better than Mario Circuit? I feel like it has actual shortcuts, so it is better than Mario Circuit. It doesn't have any rails, really. I think that's better than Mario Circuit. Okay, next is Shy Guy Bazaar. I don't even need to rank this one. I think I just like this track a lot. This isn't an S tier track, but I actually think it might be A. There are so many different routes to go. The ending segment has some cool shortcuts. The beginning segment has some cool shortcuts. I think this is an easy A. It might even be S. It might even be S. Wario Stadium is S. Am I on the right screen? Yeah. Wario Stadium is just definitely S. I feel like without the shortcuts, it would be just okay, but it has so many cool shortcuts that make it unique. No, this one is an S for me. When I watch the time trial for the first time and I go, wow, that's an S. Airship Fortress. I'm gonna race this one because I have Ghost Data on it. Airship Fortress. This might be one of the first Bs. So it really has one main shortcut, and it's right at the beginning. And it's this segment here, which you can pull this off in Worldwides. Oh, I messed that up. Crap. Like, that segment is really cool and obviously better than anything in D tier. The rest of it is just kind of there. Like, they have some short but sweet rails there that are interesting with the fire bars. Like, they don't often include hazards with rails, so it's cool to see that. Oh Lord, I've forgotten everything that you know what? Skip it. One thing I'm curious about, because I never do this. This first segment, I think, is really good. Like, if the entire race played like this, I'd be so okay with it. Oh, really? Why am I missing this? There we go. If the entire race played like that first segment, then this would be like an A tier track. But then the rest of it, like, you have hope here. You have hope here that it's going to be good. I do think that part is good. But then this last segment isn't changed at all. I don't even know how they would change it. Like, it almost feels like these tight spirals are a bit of dated design and probably merit it not returning. You can ride this rail here. I think you can... That's out of bounds. If that was in bounds, I'd be so okay with this track, but it's not. It's not in bounds. So I'm tempted to say that this is like B. I think this is a solid B tier track. Yeah, we're ranking this one on B. It's probably going to end up being like a mid to low B as well. Maybe because in DS it's the standout, but as Mario Kart has evolved, it's become more of an average track overall. Yeah, like I said, that beginning segment really sells it for me. Okay, next is... What is that? DK Pass? Yeah, I'm going to talk about DK Pass, because I think this is a track that has actually aged much, much better. As I say aged, the game is a month old. I think this track is actually sneakily one of the better tracks. Mainly because it uses the actual mechanics of the game better than I think... Really? Better than I think most tracks do. I feel like these burnouts are going to completely invalidate my opinion. Makes me look like a scrub. So there's a shortcut after this curvy section where you can shroomless get that boost. That's really nice. But then there's another shortcut that they have where, let's see if I can, I don't know if I can line this up. How do I? Okay, I guess we need to take this turn wide. And then... Man, that's really, really rough. Man, how do you... I've never taken this specific shortcut before. They do this in the time trial world record at this point. You know, actually, hold on. I have an idea. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look at the world record on this, because I think that's View Ghost. View rankings. There we go. 202. I don't want... There we go. And then View Ghost. Pop it. There we go. They're even on my car combo. So we're going to look at what this run does, and then I'm going to talk about some stuff that isn't in the world record that is still really cool. So I don't think they don't go for the pole cut, but that's something you can do in worldwides to great effect. What they're going for, yeah, they take this wide, and then they start... Oh, they go up here. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, they don't even use a mushroom there. And then they go off the side. That's so cool. And then they do this wall tree segment, which you're probably not going to get in worldwides, but you probably could. I guess there's nothing stopping you. Again, it's mushroomless, it's shroomless. And then there's a great cut here at the end. So, like, there's only one of these cuts is like a mushroom cut. The rest is just pure technical skill. I think this is an A-tier track. Like, this is so cool. It's so optimized, too. And they just driving off the side like that. Oh. Yeah, no, this track is so cool. This is another one I wouldn't mind practicing. It's all shroomless. It's... Okay. I'm gonna show you guys one thing. One thing I absolutely love about this track as well. Because let's just say you're not lined up. You get wheelie bump, or not wheelie bump. You get bumped, right? It's just not going well for you. Maybe you go for the pole cut because it's easier. Maybe you're playing a kart combo that just can't do some of this stuff. That's fine, because there are other things here just for you. And I'm gonna, in fact, do the pole jump because I think that's really cool. Actually, never mind, I lied. I'm gonna try this. Oh, how do you? He takes that. I guess he does this, and then he's ready. There we go. I mean, worst case scenario, you hit the rail and you're fine. Okay, so what I'm going to show is this. Look at this. It's so cool. It's such a sweet track. Oh, there's also a mushroom cut here. I forgot about that. You can also rail ride there, kind of. And there's a rail here. I don't know what you're doing with that rail. It's also really close to out of bounds, which is kind of strange. I feel like they should probably change that. There's so much you could do, even if you're not doing the speedrun strats or the time trial strats. Like, it's just a joy to play. And again, when you're playing in a 24-player room, it sometimes behooves you to do some of the stuff that, like, isn't optimal, but it's better than just racing the track normally, and people aren't going to be doing it. Like the thing that I showed, this pole jump that I found. Like, is it optimal? No. Is it better than just taking the turn? Yes. There's even some janky stuff you can do here. Like, I think it's over here. How do you do that? If you have a mushroom, you can actually take this right here and ride that rail. It's not good, but you can do it. Okay. Yeah, this one. This is an easy A. I might like it more than Sahasrarland, whatever it's called. All right. I'm going to show you the secret spice that I found on Starview Peak. Oh, I went all the way back here, didn't I? Because I found a little bit of spice on Starview Peak. Make sure the music isn't too loud. Yeah, we're good. Hopefully. A little bit cagey on that. This is a loud song. There we go. Okay, so they did something with Starview Peak that suggests greatness and then takes it away. So there is a rail here on the left. And getting on this rail, you think, okay, maybe you can trick over to the left. Maybe. And there could be some greatness. Nope. It's out of bounds. This game, or this track, just fundamentally fails all of the Mario Kart World mechanics. The rail riding isn't better. The only shortcuts to speak of are just mushroom, like, off-road cuts. In fact, the water is probably the worst water section in the entire game because A, there are no waves, and B, it's better to just drive. It's better to just drive on this. You go faster. So it's better to just not engage with the mechanics of the game. Not a good track. This is, in fact, not a Mario Kart World track. This goes in F tier. One of the worst tracks in the game. Okay, what's next here? What is that track? What is that track? Where is... Not what is, where. There it is. Sky High Sundae. I don't know what I think about this track. It's not really one that I've practiced. I think this might be a solid B tier track. It's like not one I freak out about, but it has some Mario Kart World spice that just makes it's solid. So like there's a glider section, there's this coin section that you can do, and with the coin section you can also trick. I guess you would never want to trick onto the walls. They have some good off-road sections here, and just as like, hey, this is a big turn. If you have a mushroom, here's something you can do to gain a little bit more time. It's not like crazy, but it just mixes it up. Like imagine if the of course it has this crate section. Again, it's not crazy. It's there. It's there to make the game better. And then of course there is this, which is almost like the Airship Fortress segment. It's like, oh wow, that's something really cool that uses the mechanics of the game. There's just a lot you can do. And then, of course, there are these rails down the center that I really like as a course correct. Like, if for some reason you're going too fast, you can lock onto these and regain control. Again, it's not like a track I freak out about when I get it, but it's definitely a good track. And this shortcut over here is just good enough where pretty much everybody can do it to various degrees, right? Like, I'm not particularly amazing at it, but it looks cool. It feels cool. I wish you could get up on that other rail. Like, you can, I guess. And honestly, this is a track that I could actually see becoming better with time. Like, there's even this segment over here that I never see anybody take, but maybe this might actually be a good route to go. It skips out, like it's kind of a half shortcut where it's slower, but then it is slightly faster. I don't think I've ever played this track in Mario Kart 8, so I have no bearing on it. Yeah, again, this track is fine. Yeah, I'm willing to put this track in B tier. I think it might rank slightly lower than Airship Fortress to me, because at least Airship Fortress has a really sick beginning section. It might be better. These are really close to me. Okay, Wario's Yahoo Land. Where on Earth? Where? There it is. This track, I don't. They removed the water. I think played at a casual level, this is one of the worst tracks in the game. Played with some of the shortcuts in mind, which are kind of hard to learn because you're having to wrestle with the water, it becomes one of the better tracks. Or it becomes a good track. So, I don't love the water mechanics in this game. I love that they're dynamic, but I don't adore them. I do like this. Especially because if you do it right, like I did not do. Okay, that's kind of right. I love shortcuts like this. And then also there's this segment up here, which I go for online. It's not faster, I don't think, but it's safer because less people go for it. And you can still do the rope section. What? I said you can still do the rope section. I said you can still do the rope section. Man. Let's try that again. I mean, I guess I'm skipping the water. Man, it's harder than I thought. I practiced this like right when the game came out, and then I haven't practiced it in a while. I also haven't played in a while since the patch. There we go. It wasn't too great. And it has this section right at the end. On non-final laps, you can hit this rail, and it feels great. And then on the final lap, you can not do that. You can ride the wall to victory, and that's really cool too. So I would put this, I think this is another B tier track. I'm tempted to say it's a little bit better than the Sweet track, but worse than Airship Fortress? No, it's probably better. Yeah, it's probably better actually. Which feels weird to say. Because on first blush, I don't like it. But then the more I think about it, it's like trying to avoid the water as much as possible makes it a fun track. Okay, what is the next one? Oh, it's my least favorite track in the game. Koopa Troopa Beach. I'm not even going to race this one. This is not a Mario Kart World track. It has one shortcut that isn't just a generic mushroom cup. And granted, it does use the jumping mechanic. I hate it. This is IMO, worst track in the game. It goes in trash tier. Oops. There we go. It goes in trash tier. Also, whoa. I need to fix Big Dog. Whoopsie. I need to fix Big Dog for 4K. And there we go. Okay. Okay, next. Yep. Sorry, Mikey. This is my least favorite track. I can't sugarcoat this one. This I legitimately hate. I hate more than Starview Peak. It's the only track that I audibly sigh when I get it. This is like one of my least favorite tracks ever. Okay. Next is that one. Faraway. Oh, sorry. I was blanking on what Faraway Oasis was. This might be. It's probably low A, high B. If I'm remembering it correctly, which I believe I am. This has some of the cooler shortcuts in the game. And it makes use of the water physics in a crazy inventive manner. Yeah, so this segment isn't really much special. I wish that they would put some coins on this rail. I don't know why they don't. Just put one coin on it. Just put a single coin on this rail. Because I've never in my life taken this rail. And I would if there was a coin. Okay, this segment is so good. I love... Oh, really? Really? I just lined up really poorly? There we go. I love this segment. And this isn't even the craziest thing you can do on this segment of the track. Come on, let me go back. Why is it doing it in piecemeal? You can also, I think, trick to the side. Yeah, you can trick to the side. I forget how you actually use that. There we go. That's what you want to do. You trick to the side there, and then you take this ramp, and you also get a coin out of it, which is nice. But then, that isn't it. Let's just say you have 2 mushrooms, which conveniently I do. You take the shortcut completely differently. You jump. Single shroom. Double shroom. And that's really cool. I love the different routes. And then the main route is also one of the turns I probably messed up the most in Mario Kart. And then there's this last little mushroom cut that isn't crazy, but it feels great to slide into the finish line with this. Okay, and then I swear I messed this up more than anything else in Mario Kart World. And it's the literal normal route. I find the shortcuts easier than this. Easier than this turn. Like this drift followed by this really wide turn. I find myself hitting that grass so much, and I'm not the only one. I've seen Stephen George do it a couple dozen times. I've seen TWD98 do it. For some reason, that turn is just really hard. I think that this track is probably there. This is almost the tier of normal like decent track, but has one really cool thing. I think this is right at the top of B tier. Yeah, that's kind of my metric, is when a track has multiple cool segments to it, it belongs in A. When it's a goated track, and it's obviously goated, it goes here, obviously. But if it has one, and then the rest of the track is just fine, it goes in B. If it has nothing cool, it goes... but isn't bad, it goes here. Okay, Peach Beach. Oh, this one might be controversial. Where on Earth? Where on Earth is Peach Beach? There it is. Peach Beach I have not practiced, and in fact have only raced a couple of times. I'm going to say, first and foremost, as with Double Dash being my top 1 Mario Kart, I love what they did to this track. And to be fair, some people complain about the straightaways, but before Mario Kart World, Peach Beach had the record for the longest straightaway in Mario Kart. So I kind of excuse it. One thing I don't excuse is that this segment is so useless. It is so slow. Like, they somehow made it slower. And actually, I don't know what items you get here. If you get a double, then sometimes that can be better because you lose a couple spots and get a better item. So I actually need to pay attention to that. I don't know for a fact. Lap 1 is great. I think it's a decent take. Again, I don't know about the item thing. Being able to take a left here warms my heart. There are some rails. Nothing too crazy. Some outside rails. Again, I wish they would put these coins. They need to put coins on the outside rails, because there's no reason to ever take them. But if there were 3 coins, there's an incentive. Lap 2 is awesome. Like, the fact that you can do this, they incentivize you using the wall mechanics. Lap 2 is easily the best one. Again, they put these rails here. I really love. The plane segment is cool too. It's not the best plane segment in the game, but the fact that you can go into a wall ride actually might elevate it, because you can do stuff like this. You can go into a wall ride, ride this rail. You know what? Never mind. It is one of the cooler plane segments in the game. And then lap 3, I wish this water segment was in one of the first laps, and I feel like that might not be a very new opinion. This part's fine though, I guess. It leads to an awkward turn. I feel like this is the segment, like they put this segment in here because this is where people want to use all of their items. And they're like, okay, you're not wrestling with the game anymore, just use your power items and sort it out. Snipe people, get some hype snipes for the end. Honestly, I really like this track. I like every lap of this thing. I'm giving this a good rating. I think this goes to either the bottom of B or the top. I'm going to put it in the top of C, just because a couple of the laps aren't terribly interesting. I think it belongs in high C, low B. Like, I don't think I'm ever upset seeing this track. Crown City, DK Spaceport is kind of where the sighing starts, but I don't hate it. I think this belongs here or here. It might belong up here, actually, because of lap 2. Maybe. I'm going to put it up right here for now. Okay, what is next? Looks like Salty Speedway. This track's really good, actually. I think this is one of those B tier tracks, which B tier might be super bloated. I might have to make some tough choices here coming up. Salty Speedway. I'm gonna change my character real quick. We're gonna change to Dolphin Dasher, and we're gonna play because I just want to show off something. Cheap Dolphin Dasher. Cheap Dolphin Dasher. I think that part of the reason why people don't like the water mechanics in this game is because they're not playing kart combos with good water mechanics. From what we understand, there are specialized stats, and water handling is one of them. I think people will probably enjoy the water mechanics more if they're picking combos that actually care about them. It's cool that you can get a trick there with the right combo. There's also this rail out here, which, again, is slow. If I can actually get it. How do I... Probably like this? Man, that's really hard to get to. Ooh, actually, I've never taken this. I have actually never taken this. I've taken the first rail, but I don't think I've ever taken the second. What is even up here? It's so hard to get to. Like, I have to go, like, straight on. Like... this? How on earth? How on earth do you get up on this thing? There we go. I've never taken this route. I didn't even know this route was up here. I'll be honest. There's rails here? I'm taking this in online. That's a really good route. You know, I'll actually play more laps of this. And it has this shortcut. This shortcut is awesome. And it leads to a double item. You are basically at full coins by doing this shortcut. And then I don't like this shortcut up here because I always fail it. Case in point, but that's not how I fail it. I fail it by taking it too tight and getting voided out. But it even has rails up there. I like that you can use the water mechanics to get some ground and then get some extra tricks. I really like this track. I think this track overall... Oh, wait. We're taking that. I think this track performs at, like, every single stage. I love this shortcut. It might even be faster. And you get full coins off of it. I might practice this track today. Yeah, no, this track is awesome. This track is really cool. You can also... that isn't the only route you can take. Like, let's just go back. All the way back. All the way back. All the way back here. You can... That's not how. How do you get that? How do you even... I guess you start a charge jump? There we go. Yeah, you can also get up here. I don't know what items are up here. There aren't many coins, but it's something. I really love all the alternate routes in this game. There we go. And there's a rail there, so when you're in the midst of the shortcut, you can... Can you? Oh, you know what they need to put here? Because you actually can't take this rail. In the midst of the shortcut, you can't take the rail. They need to add a slope here. They need to add a slope to this rail so that you can finish the shortcut if you take it just tight enough in the rail and then close out the lap. That would be a big improvement. I actually think this is one of the better tracks in the game. Where am I putting it, though? I actually think it might be, like, high A. I think it might be, like, up here. It's definitely in A. I think it might be the top of A. Am I crazy, Mikey? I really like this track. Yeah, no, I'm putting it at the top of A. I don't care. I do not care. Because at the end of the day, the Donkey Kong track isn't, or the snow track, I can't really discredit it. It also has cool points at every single point of the track. I think just the ending isn't super interesting. But if you really think about it, it's very similar to Salty Speedway because it has a mushroom cut right at the end. It's a less interesting one. Again, the boxes make it really cool. Yeah, no, they're really comparable. I like those tracks a lot. Okay. Yeah, that's... The tier list is also good to do now because this determines what tracks I want to practice, what ones I want to get good at. Okay, Dino Jungle is next. I don't know where that one is in the map. Down here. There we go. I don't know if I like... Ugh. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that I don't like Dino Jungle? I think that they took some of the cooler aspects of this track and just made them worse. There are some aspects of this adaptation that I really adore, but there are others that I just kind of hate. So, like, I like the dinosaurs. I like riding up them. I wish they were a little bit less glitchy, and you can get stuck on them sometimes. I like this cut now being a dinosaur that you ride. I don't like how this section is just slower. I don't actually like that at all. I never take this online because it is just slower in, like, every single scenario. It's safe, sure, but it's so slow. This ending segment isn't great because it doesn't have any items. It doesn't have any items, and unless there's some sauce waiting to be discovered, I don't like it. Also, this ending shortcut, there's a rail there that I never take. So there's a shortcut here. There's a couple there are mushroom cuts everywhere. I don't really care about those. I do like that taking the slow route can give you double items, and that is a reason to take it. But this cut, I think they just made worse. They just made this worse, especially since you miss out on the box, but it isn't nearly as cool. Like, you're just going across grass. In Double Dash, you're going across an abyss. It's so much cooler. It's a ramp. And you would forgive the fact that there are no item boxes after that point because you just jumped like 40 feet. I kind of wish that they used the geysers to allow a shortcut at some point. Yeah, the dome is really fun in free roam. As far as I could tell, though, there's like next to no reason to take this outer path. It does have boost panels, so it probably isn't that much slower. Actually, you know what? I'm curious. It does line you up for this better. So maybe there's a world where you take that just to line yourself up, but I don't really see it. And then this area doesn't have... Unless that's a thing. That might be a shortcut. Like, there... Oh, you know what? This is a feather cut. You know, I might forgive this track. This is a feather cut right here. If you... How do you even do that? You'd have to go here, start a drift, and then feather it, and then that's actually a really big cut. Okay. There's also a ramp in here, which I know is for free roam, but it's kind of interesting. You know what? I might forgive this track. I don't hate this track. I am sad that they made the cut just worse. They just made it worse. Yeah, everyone in the back half will have speed items to take the cut their lap 3, which sucks. Yeah, I don't like how strong that cut is, and the fact that it means you don't have items, so it's just not as interesting. But that's also how they balance it out. At the very least, the people taking the cut won't have more items. It's not like they're taking the cut, getting like triple mushrooms, and then continuing on. This track. Where do I rank this track? I'm gonna say, with the thought of the feather cut, I'm not saying that significantly sways my opinion. I think that this belongs here. Just above DK Spaceport, but below Crown City. Crown City has more mechanics from Mario Kart World, but DK Spaceport is not always the most interesting track. I think that's probably fair, right? That's fair. Okay. No, I don't want to upload my data because we're about to talk about a doozy. I'm going to change my character to my main combo here because the track coming up is probably an easy S. It might very well be the best track in the game. But it's going against some very steep competition. And of course, that track is great. Great Question Block Ruins. This might be this is one of the best tracks in the Mario Kart franchise, and this is why people are so mad about them not giving us 3-lap tracks, because people want to play this every day for the rest of their lives. First and foremost, mushroom cut at the beginning is hype as all get out. If I succeed it, like this cut is sick. Oh, I missed that. How do you... I'm not good at getting those. That's fine. It has this as well. I said it has this as well. I said it has this as well. How do you... I actually have not practiced this particular segment. This started getting iterated after I played it. But people will ride that inner wall. It's not insanely fast, but it's there. And then this segment here is gas. You can take all these different paths. Oh, I got that. I so got that. But if you don't get that, you can just I might have kind of screwed myself out of it, but it's fine. Come on. Oh, I missed that. Oh, man. Come on. This is another one that I should practice. The shortcuts on this track are such gas. There we go. They're so cool. I really need to fix the frame rate thing. Unfortunately, I need to stop the stream to do it, so I'm not doing it today. I don't really find this track janky. I just find it to be one of the most like skill-intensive tracks there is, because so there's that shortcut on the right, which I love, but you don't need to use that shortcut. You can actually just do it here as well. I think. There. And that's sweet. So you don't even need a mushroom to do it. And then you can take this left segment too. Which isn't like, again, it's not insane. But it's cool that they give you all these options. And then, on top of all of that, you can take that rail. Maybe, if I get this right. I need to land on the cloud first so I can get the reposition. There we go. Man, I really cannot get that. Too far. Why is the rewind feature actually not putting me back where I was? There we go. Yeah, it's actually not keeping my momentum at all. There we go. It's so cool. It's so cool. Even if you're not doing the most optimal thing, it is such a sweet track. And then, that's not even all of the routes you can do, because there's one more. There's one more route. It's one of those deals where if you're getting hit by an item, that's kind of on you, because you can take any different number of routes. Like, you don't have to take the segment here. You don't have to do that, but you can. Like, that's probably the one that you're going to get hit on the most because it's so good to go for. But you can do this, go off this route, get more coins. And again, it's giving you a great line to charge this up. And fail it like I can, because I need to practice this more. Oh, man. This track, I think this one's... You know what? I'm going to reorganize my S tier a little bit. I think, having not practiced Whistletop, I think Whistletop is not the best track in the game. Because immediately apparent, the Wario Stadium has more accessible tech and is generally has a lower it has a lower skill floor than Whistletop does. Whistletop, I think you can definitely yield some unenjoyable races, as cool as the time trial is. Wario Coliseum, I think, is great no matter what skill you are. And I think that Question Mark Ruins is probably the best track in the game. I can't really see anything topping that. Yeah, no. But we're moving on. I don't think I can really come up with a rebuttal to that. We're on... What are we on? We're on a track that I'm going to stand a little bit if I can find... There it is. If I can find the bloody thing. I probably should have picked a combo that has good water handling. but this'll do. I think this track is really close to being Skyview Peak. This is like Skyview Peak done right. So this section is really weird. There's a shortcut there that you can trick onto the rail. I don't really see people do it online. There are some rails here. Unfortunately, there's no real incentive to get them, and in fact, you miss coins, so they're not the best to go for. This is something that I need to start going for online, and I haven't really seen anybody else doing it, is this route right up here. I love that route. It has a cool little ramp that goes up to the rail. I'd wager to guess most people don't even know that it's there. And then, of course, it has this mushroom cut that I feel like everybody fails. I think this track is just very pleasant. Let's see if I can take this with a mushroom. Aw. And of course, it has some mushroom cuts at the end too. Like, not just the one I did, but the corner before it is another one. My only problem with the track is that a lot of times I miss the logs. That one's actually really magnetic. It's actually hard to miss that one. On the right there is another mushroom cut you can take. And you can even take the line that I found without any problem. I wonder if the line I found is faster. I think this one's fire. I think this track is really good. It's hard. I feel like it's actually kind of hard. It's also mostly water, so if you're just doing the water elements, it's not... I don't think it's the best. You know, like, your mileage may vary. I'm trying to think if there are any other paths that I haven't really discussed. I feel like there actually is one more path that you can take. If you... I think you can jump up on this wall. Like, if you just get the drift right. How did I release that? That was weird. It's like it ate my jump. That is not a rail. Okay, never mind. Oh, but that is a rail. That's a rail. Yeah, no, that's a... You can get up here in vanilla? This isn't out of bounds? Okay, there it is. There it is. Interesting. But you can get... There's a rail here. It might have an item box. I'm not sure. Is it rideable? Can you ride this? No. Actually, no, it is. Wait, hold on. It is. This is rideable. That's a rideable rail. What is the timing on that? That's rideable. Hold on. Let's go back. There might be some more spice to this track. Oh, I forgot. Kamek. One thing I really hate about this game is that Kamek will pick you up for going backwards in time trials. I think that's so stupid. Time trials is supposed to be where you can experiment, and you can't experiment in free roam because the map is different. I hate that. Just let me go backwards, Kamek. I totally get it in normal gameplay because, like, newer players, you know, might accidentally go backwards. But in time trials, come on. We have the restart button for a reason, and it's not... Like, Kamek should just stay out of my grill. Okay, so... You can go up here. Trick then. Okay, that doesn't work. I mean, it probably does. Problem is I have to complete a lap to do it again. I need to find this out. Because if you can ride that yellow rail around, that's just actually faster. There's also... The rail continues on. You see that? It's up there on the hill. I'm not necessarily going to say that I'm going to discover a faster route than what the time trialers have found, but I might find a route that's really cool to take online because it either grants a double item box or it just gives you enough security against the other players that no one else takes that line, and it's decently fast. Like, I actually think this rail might be like a real thing. Hopefully the rail respawned. It did. Okay, cool. Okay, let's try this. Now. No. You can definitely get this, though. No. And, of course, that's knocked down. Let me restart this. I'm going to try it one more time. If not, I'm just going to try it off stream. But I just really want to know if that's rideable or not. Personally, I think there's a lot to say about Cheap Cheap Falls. It's not going to be in my S tier or probably even A. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be an A, but I think it'll be a solid B. I think it yields a lot of good races. It has shortcuts where there should be shortcuts, and they're decently difficult. Okay, let's try this one more time. A little bit later. Oh, that's not rideable? Really? I guess that's not rideable. I thought those yellow dividers were rideable because, okay, here's the thing, too. Oh, I can't go back. Oh, wait, I can. Look up there. So those kind of wrap around, and they end. Okay, at a right angle that you'd never be able to ride, but you could trick that. You might even be able to trick before you get to oh my word, the camera, chill. Camera, chill. You might be able to ride that rail, and then because the rail continues over there. This might be like a real shortcut. Maybe. I'll have to toy around that off stream. Okay, let's move on from Cheap Cheap Falls. This one, where'd it go? There it is. I think this one is probably it's right around here, I think. I'm almost thinking I might have ranked Airship Fortress a little bit too high. Like, the beginning segment is all that's really good about it. I think I'm going to switch these. I think I might put Cheap Cheap Falls. I'm going to put Cheap Cheap Falls below Airship Fortress because the cool stuff you can do doesn't seem to be super optimal. So I think it's good. If lap 2 of Peach Beach was every lap, it would be like probably up here, but alas. Okay, we're almost through all of the courses, and we still have some good stuff coming up. Next is Dandelion Depths. I think this track is solid, right? Dandelion Depths is one of my favorites. It was really forgettable at the start when just doing GPs, but I've come to appreciate it quite a bit. It's not mind-blowing, but it's pleasant. I also really like the aesthetics of it because it makes it very obvious that Monolith Soft helped design this game because it's so Xenoblade 2 coded. Actually, can I ride the wall? Okay, maybe if I don't do 2 side tricks and I just do side... I think I can ride that wall. You could probably ride all of these walls, to be fair. I mean, you obviously can. Hold on, can you do some crazy stuff here? I feel like riding this... Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. You can definitely take that jump, though. There's a mushroom cut there. I don't know why you take the high path ever. This water segment's really fun. I mean, just spamming tricks is sweet. I don't know if you can trick off of those bitty bugs, but... As far as I know, there aren't really any crazy shortcuts to this track. Like, is there something I'm missing, Mikey? Is there something to this track that... Actually, can you do that? Probably not. You probably can't ride that wall because it goes up. Why can't I ride that? Really? Can you not ride that wall? I'm kind of shocked. Okay, so there's just a mushroom cut here. You can't ride them. That's sad. Yeah, so this segment is kind of lame. I forget what the box placement is on it. Yeah. honestly, actually, like, studying it, I'm not wowed by this track. At least with Cheep Cheep Falls, there's some spice, but I'm not really seeing much spice in this track. Like, there are no rails here. Yeah, this segment is fun, and it's very pretty. But it doesn't really have much Mario Kart World spice. The rails aren't necessarily something you want to be riding. This segment has been done in a dozen Mario Kart games. Yeah, honestly, other than the visuals, I'm not feeling this track. This might be like Mario Kart or Mario Circuit tier for me. Unless there's something, here. I'm curious. Change course. You can ride the walls to the right, but why would you ever do that? Does it lead to like a jump panel? I'm curious. What does view rankings? Let's just try to be swayed. Let's see what the world record is doing. Convince me. Seeing a large character does not convince me. Usually that just means that there are lots of it's just about taking lines and there are no shortcuts. They don't ride the rail. I'm guessing they get micro tricks off of the edge. No, they're just taking it really tight. They don't take this mushroom thing to the left. They're not taking the one to the right. Where are they using their mushroom? Nothing crazy. Where on earth did they use their mushroom? Is it that end cut? It's probably the end cut then. I guess it would have to be. It's just this segment here, isn't it? That's it. That's the course. Ugh. Okay. Here, I just want to see what you're talking about with that high ride. I do like that you can see the bottom part of the track from the top part of the track. Or at least part of it. Where is this wall ride you're talking about? Oh, I see it. I'll have to go for that in Worldwides. That seems fun. But also seems much slower. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, as much as I love the visuals of this track, I think it goes above Mario Circuit. It might not even go above Mario Circuit. Mario Circuit at least uses rails, and I guess it doesn't use wall rides, but it uses rails. No, but Mario Circuit looks boring. This is my list. I think I put it... I hate to say this, but I think Desert Hills is better. Desert Hills... Oh, man. Is it better? Is it better? Here, one sec. I need to adjust chat. It's in the way. There we go. I think that it belongs... Ugh, it's so close. I'm going to put it above Desert Hills for Mikey's sake, but I don't know if I believe that. Okay, next is Boo Cinema, which I'm having trouble finding. There it is. Not gonna lie, I don't love this track. I do not love this track. It feels like it should be so much more than it is. The visuals of the track are striking, and it was one of the first tracks when I saw this game's trailers that I got really excited for. But there's just isn't a lot of spice. Like, there's a rail there, I guess. And to be fair, I would like to clarify that spice does not mean the fastest way is cool. It means that there are multiple ways of doing it. And there's just some sauce that you can do. Oh, whoops. Like, there's a trick there. This game really, or this track really doesn't use any mechanics. It's just kind of a simple drive. You can't even ride this little, like, median divider. I don't like this track, actually. I don't hate it, but I don't know. Let's try taking this rail, see if I change my mind. That's a lot of airtime. I'll probably take that in Worldwide just for fun. There's a rail to the left there. This outer rail doesn't have any coins on it, so there's no reason to ever go for it. It doesn't have items on it. Actually, I think it might have an item from the set on it. There is a rail to the right that, like, there's a world that you take this, I think. It's for fun. For fun and safety. But, like, you can't even ride that. I don't like this track. This might actually be, like, F tier. I legit think that it's probably F tier. It's not a Mario Kart World track. It's probably the best F tier in the game, but it's not a Mario Kart World track. So why should I care? Dry Bones Burnout. You can tell that since I immediately selected it, that I will probably have positive things to say, because this is one of the tracks that I would like to learn. I actually think this is probably one of the best tracks in the game. I really love the lava mechanics in this game. I love that using a mushroom allows you to take these, like, kind of off-road segments. Like, it's glorified off-road, right? If you're fast enough, it doesn't burn you. But it doesn't necessarily make you super slow. This segment's awesome with all of the rails, and this lower segment that you can hop up into this top segment. Super cool. This shortcut up here, really satisfying to take because you have to line it up perfectly, and then you can ride this rail, and you have to. It's not just a normal rail ride, and in fact, there's. How do you get there normally? We're gonna explore this track a little bit because I don't even know everything about it myself. So you can do this. You can ride this rail, and then you can use a mushroom there at the end. It is so sweet, and there are so many different permutations of that shortcut that really set it apart. So this lower segment, again, there's some coins here. Oh, I actually took the higher segment. That's fine. So it's the higher segment that leads to the lower segment. My bad. My bad. But again, it's one of those deals that if you want, you could switch tracks at any time. Like, I could hop there right now. And is there a way to get to this high path from the very start? How do you get up there normally? You could feather up there, actually. I've never done that, but you could totally feather up there. Yeah, you definitely could. You can also just cut this, get a trick, get down on the lower level. You can either just do this normally and not engage with the top half, or they give you an opportunity to, as I said, engage with the top half and get this rail ride. And then, let's see what I mentioned. I should probably take the low path. I'm going to take the right path this time, just to show that off, because I always take the inside path. But you can take this, and this part actually lines you up better for, I think a better line. I don't think you take this part of it, but you can trick. Yeah, and then you can take this much tighter in a plane. Oh, that's how you access the higher path, is the plane. Hold on. I thought I saw something. No, that's a tour, free roam mechanic. Yeah, and then you can take this from here. You can also just feather up. And again, it lets you choose whichever route you want at that point. No, I think this track races incredibly well. I dare I say this might be an S tier track. It might be the bottom of S tier, but I think it might be an S tier track. I'm going to take the low path this time. Actually, I guess to take the low path, I should probably actually take the low path. How do you get to the low path? Oh, you fall down here. I don't think I've ever done that. You have to fall down? That's kind of neat. Now, how hard do they punish you for that? Because you're taking the low path, but it looked like there was a way to get up to the high path. Yeah, these are rails. So the left one takes you right back where the other one converged, but then the right one I think you could do micro tricks. Maybe not. You can do that. Whoa, that's not what I expected to happen. Yeah, this track is so cool. You can also, I believe you can. That's not what I wanted to do. I believe you can also. Oh, you can't make that jump. Never mind. But you can mushroom through that segment, and then you can mushroom through the end segment. This is such a cool track. This is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, no. I think this one is in the S tier. It might even be higher than... I haven't practiced this track, to be fair, so I'm going to leave it here. I think Dry Bones Burnout is probably a low S. It's better. It's definitely... No. It's definitely better than Salty Speedway. I think it breaks into S tier for me. All right, next, Moo Moo Meadows. I don't really need to fixate on this one much. I was not a fan of Moo Moo Meadows in Mario Kart Wii, and I'm not a fan of Moo Moo Meadows in this game. People have said that it's been improved. I really don't see it much. I don't think it's been improved by a whole lot. There are shortcuts, but I don't think they're particularly cool. This is kind of just a circle track. So there is... Let's see. There is the old mushroom cut, and then there is a hay bale cut near the end. You can also... I forget how you do that. I think you do it exactly how I did, but then you hit the tree and you won't get zoned out. I don't know if you necessarily are going for that in Worldwides. I believe you can also... There's a cut there as well. So that's new. I think you can... Yeah, you can trick there, which a lot of people don't know about. And then there's the last mushroom cut at the end. They removed the ramp over the path. Wait, they removed something? Really? Really? Actually, that might be a cut right there. I think that is. I don't... Let me see. If I go on this fence... I guess I can ride this. Can I ride it all the way? Not well. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this track, honestly. It's not an F tier track for sure. It uses the mechanics, and I don't think it uses them particularly poorly either. They added some cool shortcuts that make it, I think, modernize it very well. It is kind of one of those tracks I wonder why bring it back. It's not particularly fresh or anything. The fact that you can trick on this segment is kind of neat. Especially these smaller patches. Although tricking on them is sometimes kind of weird. Yeah, no. I think this is probably the worst non-F track in the game. Change course. We're almost done. We only have 6 tracks left, and some of them are doozies. Actually, most of them are doozies. Next is... Ugh. Gross. Choco Mountain. I really don't like this track. I don't like this from an aesthetic standpoint. I don't know why they did this to it. They took a track that has a really great sense of depth, where it feels like you're actually scaling a mountain, and then they removed the mountain and just said, hey, what if... Now, hear me out on this. It was full of slop. I don't understand why anyone is supposed to like... Actually, how do you get up there? How do you get up there? Is that a roaming thing only? There's a track up above me. I don't... Hold on. I don't know how you're supposed to get up there. Do you go through the TV? Yeah, it's a monster truck rally, but, like, not a great one. Are you supposed to go through the TV? Is that a feather cut? I don't even know how you're supposed to get up there. Huh, you might have to feather up there. Like, there are some good shortcuts, I guess. So it has that over, it has that over Mario Circuit. But the shortcuts are just off-road stuff. Like, it's just like, hey, I got a star. I'm gonna cheat. There's no wall riding. Not really. There's no rail riding. Like, it's slower. Like, this segment could have been really cool with a bunch of wall rides, but it's not. It's just a track. It's like this game's equivalent of Waluigi Stadium from Double Dash, but at least Waluigi Stadium had cool jumps. This track is just so flat and boring. The worst part is that it's supposed to be Choco Mountain, so, like, you know what Choco Mountain is supposed to look like and all of the cool things they could have done with it. And yet... I guess you can... Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Can you ride that? Okay, you can ride that. That's kind of neat. Wait, can I ride this? Okay, you can. Can I go above it? Oh, my word. I didn't know you could ride this. I really need to fix the frame rate between streams. Like, this is kind of neat. Is it faster? No. Unless it could have a double item box. If it has a double item box, it's worth it. Depending on what place you're at. Yeah, no. I think this is... It's right. It's actually, it might be worse than Moo Moo Meadows. It has cuts, but at least Moo Moo Meadows has a cool ramp and a couple weird jump cuts. Yeah, no, this one's worse than Moo Moo Meadows. Toad Factory. Where is Toad Factory? There it is. Now that we've gotten some of the bottom tier things out of the way, let's look at the top tier things. Because Toad Factory, I think, is legitimately a great track. It might be A. I think it probably is A. Oh, you start up there on the Choco Mountain to Toad's Factory. Got it. That makes sense. Okay, let's do that right. I like the fact that you can ride that. They made basically every segment of this track very, very interesting. This is probably the worst one, but it still has the classic, like, dodge the crates, grab the items feel to it. This rail I find so difficult to actually get onto, but I should probably just start doing it up here. Maybe the problem is I'm doing a directional trick. The game kind of does that for me. I can never get on this thing, and I want to every single time I play it because it has a bunch of coins, but it's like the wall geography makes it so weird. There we go. And you could go on this outside track. Not that you necessarily want to, but again, it gives you some coins, and then maybe that's worth it to you. This section is super cool. And the fact that you can follow it up with these rails, super neat. Like, there are so many different ways to do that section. Is there a way? That's weird. Huh. There is a rail up there. I know it's for free roam, but... Yeah, no, I really like this track. It plays well every single time. Wait, there's an upper entrance to the after the conveyor belt section? Really? Wait, hold on. Actually, I have a theory. I have a weird theory. Is this possible? Okay, not that. That's not what I'm trying to do. Is there a rail there? No. There's an upper entrance. Where? Where? Wait, the outside conveyor belt section. How do you get this to this upper entrance? Yeah, I love that there's so many different options to do that cut. Oh, there is an... How do you get up there? Is that a specific cut? Like, how on earth? Like, you have to jump and use feather. How do you get up there? Like, obviously you could do, you know, you could go backwards and get it, but... How do you... Mikey, I need to know. How on earth do you get up there? Also, something I never do, but I really should. This cuts it so tight. I need to do that more. Also, I think you can ride this. Yeah, you can ride that, which isn't super fast, but... There's also an upper entrance up there. Oh, there's... Oh, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Oh, got it. So to get there, you need to take this. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I need to start going for that, I think. And then the other one that I noticed at the end of the track is... is something you could do with the feather. Yeah, no, I like this track. I think it races really well. I think it's probably comparable to the Safari one. I don't think it's comparable to anything in A tier. I think A tier still has it beat, but it's like still in the upper echelon here. I think I'm probably going to put it at the top of B. It just yields good races every single time. All right, next, as we round this out, 4 tracks remain. Actually, I guess 5 tracks. I forgot about Rainbow Road. Bowser's Castle. Another one that I need to practice. This track is, I think, really great at all levels of play. I think it's good if you're casual. It's suitably crazy. And if you're getting good at the game, it's incredibly challenging. It has some of the coolest shortcuts in Mario Kart World. There we go. How'd I miss that? There we go. How'd I miss that? Really? Fine, we'll redo it. There's so many different ways of doing this too, like depending on what you subscribe to. Like if you can get up there, you can do it early and it lines up really well. Or if you're bad like me and you just go on the wall, you can line it up here and then you can... Oh, I almost made it. I want to do it once. This is not one I've practiced like ever. I have a really tough time getting up there. There we go. I just need to do it immediately. I think do you trick off? No. I forget how to actually do this shortcut. I know you can do it like the very vanilla way of charging a jump. And that's, I think, one of the harder ways. I want to do it once, like I said. Okay, maybe not. But you can make that, you can do that gap jump. I really need to practice that. I need to get good at this track. I just have not had the time or motivation since they nuked Worldwides, but that's what this stream is about, is really just getting the motivation. This trick is sweet. Like, this is just so cool. It's so cool. Which I failed. I actually was impressed that I did what I did first try. I think I need to drive it a little bit more. Yeah, I need to drive it a little bit more. Okay, not that far. It almost looks... This trick almost looks intended. Almost. You jump towards the right wall, towards the arrow sign. Like, I almost have it lined up. Come on. That's fine. We'll move on. Also, it has all of the mushroom cuts, which I think are important. When a track is like this, where you're spending most of your time basically in a boost panel, I think it's really important that items are still good. Otherwise, it makes it really difficult to actually catch up to people. And this track has that in spades. There's so many good skill shortcuts in this game. Which you can tell I'm not good at because I'm not skilled yet. I think this track probably goes an S. It's probably higher than Dry Bones Burnout because... No, I'm going to put it below Dry Bones Burnout just because it doesn't have the branching paths that Dry Bones Burnout has, where I feel like you can adapt on the fly based on your position. This one just is a linear track, but it has a lot of crazy cool shortcuts. So I think I put it in S tier, but at the bottom of S tier. All right, Acorn Heights. I don't know a whole lot about this track, I will be honest. It's one of my favorite looking tracks, but I don't know a whole lot about actually executing the shortcuts that people have found. But it does have a lot of cool routes, and that, in case you haven't been able to tell, is something that I really like about this game. The thing I like is when your playstyle, like maybe you prefer one shortcut over another. That's totally fine. And sometimes those can be safer. Really? There we go. And I think, yeah, you need to trick over to the other one, and then you trick over here. Why didn't I get that wall? Why am I not getting... There we go. Yeah. And you can do 100 different permutations of this shortcut. You can... If you do it just right, you can actually get on top of that leaf. I think I need to trick right there. I forget how you actually get on top of the leaf. The wall is very strange. The game really doesn't like rewinding to when I'm on the wall. But at the very least, you can do that. And then as for this segment, again, there's so many different routes you can take, which is great because it gives you an opportunity to hit people with green shells because all of these hits are guaranteed. I think you might be able to ride the wall here. At the very least, it lines you up for one last mushroom cut, which is cool. Yeah, no, I like this track. Yeah, that wall is very strange. But you can also take this route, which again is totally fine for you to do and lines you up for that well. It's also visually a very interesting track. And this route, like, you don't have to take the most optimal line here. There are items and coins everywhere. Maybe you just want to stay out of the maelstrom. You don't want to get hit. You can take this leaf. You can jump off the leaf. I think there might be an item there. It also lines you up for the shortcut really well. The shortcut is something you definitely need to have in mind, but it's not like... A bunch of the different lines lead you to that same shortcut. And then this area down here, at the very least, the monotony of it is broken up by the giant acorns that you're having to dodge. And then you have to deal with people falling from the sky as they get green shelled off of the shortcut. I really like this track. I think this one leads to really good races. It has some skill expression. It has some contingencies. If I had to say something I didn't like about it, I mean, that wall is one of them. I would say that if not for these beanstalks, this track would kind of suck. Because people are always so spread out on it. Like, it's so hard to actually hit people with green shells. But that's about it. Like, I can't really say anything negative about this track. Yeah. I think this track is probably... It's probably low A. I like this one, whatever this one's called. What is this one called? I like Shy Guy Bazaar because of all the different paths you can take, as well as how well it uses all of the mechanics of the game. I like Acorn Heights for kind of the same reason, but it doesn't have as many alternate routes. It still has a lot, though. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. As we reach the end of this, we have some tracks that I don't really like. Where is this track? There it is. Mario Circuit is not a track I enjoy. It should have been 2 full laps, I think. It's just way too short. Also, no Mario Circuit 4. I just straight up don't like this track. The shortcuts that exist here aren't... I guess they're fine. Like, how you can jump and land on the median is kind of cool. I like that this big cut is at the beginning of the race and you never see it again. I think it's neat that they combined a bunch of Mario circuits. As for the actual track, I think that in a lot of other Mario Kart games, this track would actually be really good. Like, the fact that they combined a bunch of Mario circuits and it's not just like a bagging track because of that is good. But I just don't really have any good races here. Like, it's just kind of a track. It's like, it almost belongs in F because it doesn't use any of the Mario Kart World mechanics other than the jumping for a couple specific cuts. But overall, it's just like, use a mushroom through the sharp turn. That's the track. It's not like, you can cut there. You can cut here just like in all the others. But it's not a Mario Kart World track. I don't know. And yeah, to your point, it's only... Even with me not really doing much, it was 1:15. It's entirely too short. Yeah, I think that this one might be another F tier. And I think it's actually worse than Boo Cinema. Because it's just an old Mario Kart track. At least Boo Cinema tries and has like a couple rails. But this one doesn't. It's just bad. It's just not a Mario Kart World track. I guess it's not a bad track, but the fact that it's one lap makes it much worse. Yeah, no. Sorry. That's an F tier. Not a fan. I also do like the lore that the Mario circuits are all in one racing area. You can imagine that they, throughout the years, they've just like it's partially modular and they just move different parts of the track, rearrange the blocks, and now it's a new Mario circuit. That is kind of neat. But that's all that's neat about that track. Okay, Peach's Stadium. We are nearing the end of this. And Peach's Stadium is probably not a particularly standout mention. It has a shortcut right at the beginning. It has some rails, some of which I would kind of like to explore right now. Like, this shortcut is just straight up broken. It skips, like, what, 3 seconds? It's one of those symptoms where it has rails, but why on earth would you ever take these? It puts you on such a terrible line. There are rails here, which I actually never, ever use, which I should probably try to use. I'm going to try and use these at some point, because it has a speed boost. There is... There's probably a box set there. I don't think I've never taken that rail until now. And also, importantly, how do you probably, it's really hard to take this line from here. I'm going to try charging a jump right now. That's how you do it. Oh, no. It's going to have to be a sharper angle. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Can you do it from this line? Oh, that's not the way to do it. Okay, let's complete another lap. You can take that. I'm going to try taking the lower line here. Next lap. There's a little mushroom cut there. This area, I kind of wish there was one little mushroom cut here. Now, I have lost first place to this little devious thing. I don't like that curves in to the right. You can also do this for the shortcut, though it doesn't line you up very well. Yeah, this track is just kind of okay. It feels like what Mario Circuit should have been. Like, it uses some of the mechanics. It uses a little bit of rail riding. It's like, it's not terrible. I think it races pretty well. I feel like I tend to have good races here. This part I'm really curious about, though. If I... Ah, man. I really wanted to rewind there. And, of course, that pipe is blocked off. There is a way. That is a feather cut that you can do. But I'm trying to see if you can do that in normal gameplay. If you can get up on that rail. I guess there's also this rail. But again, why would you ever take this? It doesn't line you up very well. Can you drop down there? Actually, that might be a shortcut. If you take this wide enough and then cut it, is that might work actually. Hold on. Proof of concept. Is that just out of bounds, or can you take that? Does Lakitu come and get you if I... Does he shoot me with a gun if I do this? Yes. Okay, but what if I take it fast enough and skip that lower segment? Stop. I hate that Lakitu. Okay, let me back up to appease Lakitu. Okay. So if I take this just right... Why? Why is that not a cut? That should be a cut. That would be such a good little tiny shortcut just for the very end. Just for the players that are super precise. It's not even, doesn't even shave off that much time. Why is that illegal? That should not be legal. Or illegal. Okay, we're gonna try this shortcut one last time. And then I'm willing to rank this track. This music playing on this track feels also a little bit illegal. Okay. Can you ride this? No, you can't. Okay, so that is just straight up a feather cut. So if you have a feather, you can take this turn super tight, and it lines you up very well. So any track that has a feather cut is okay in my book. This, however, is straight up wrong. That should be a thing. I'm sorry. All right, this track. This feels like a B tier track. I think it's probably... Man, it's competing with Dino Dino Jungle, which also has a feather shortcut. I think it's probably worse than Dino Dino Jungle, but above DK Spaceport. All right, next, Rainbow Road. I kind of already talked about that this stream. Rainbow Road. I hate that I'm gonna say something negative about Rainbow Road. First off, I will compliment the aesthetics about how that bow up there is a place that you go. That's really, really cool. It feels like some sort of like diadem or like a tiara. And the fact that you go there is neat. But the problem is, as we talked about earlier, this is the first track that we raced this stream. It's really simple. It's really simple. There's nothing really to it. There are a couple shortcuts, which I haven't bothered to learn because they're so... I don't know. I feel like they don't matter as much as, like, Question Block Ruin, so I haven't spent any time trying to learn them. One is coming up here, I believe. There is an off-road, a single... no, there are a couple off-road mushroom cuts. I think this is one of those tracks where the excitement... You can also cut this and land on this panel. The excitement comes in front-running this track. It comes from knowing that there's a pack of people behind you. There are a couple off-road segments up here. First off, this area is just gorgeous. It's so pretty. You can't get here in free roam, can you? Which makes that road to the right altogether weird. Also, the Lumas look great. They have this, like, inner light that makes them luminescent. Yeah, so there's that. Bring back the train. Like, in no way, shape, or form do I dislike the visuals of the track. I forget where the shortcut actually is. Is it here? I think it's here. It's here, and I took the wrong path. Right? I believe it's here. No, it's not there. Where is the shortcut? Also, I did not put this music on. This music just happened. The fact that it's separate map means they can make it look really nice. Yeah. I think that one of the worst looking parts of the track is the spaceport, mainly because it was one of the parts I didn't like about Mario Kart 8, is I think this spaceport does not scream Rainbow Road to me. Thankfully, it doesn't last very long. But like this segment is just straight up like looks rusty, and it's just not the vibe I want from Rainbow Road. Thankfully, it's short-lived because it goes immediately into this segment. How do you get up there? I never take that outer segment. I wonder if it has... Okay, it still has coins on it. I never take that path. It has this jump, which is exciting. Okay, that's kind of cool. And does it have... No, I thought for a second that was a jump on the right. I like the Mario Galaxy elements. This almost does anti-grab better than 8 ever did. Or ever even tried to do, because they really didn't try. Yeah, I'm glad that it goes back to Rainbow Road for a second. And then this last segment is so cinematic. It's sweet to see. But none of it is particularly interesting, but it's so pretty. Also, the boost panels are different here. I didn't really notice that before. Can't switch tracks, unfortunately. all of these boost panels mean that shortcuts aren't super great. Like, power items aren't very good. Just worth noting, like, it's hard to make a comeback on this segment of the track. And in fact, like, normal items aren't even good. Yeah, and then they put some off-road segments here. I'm glad that they managed to make the off-road look somewhat decent, like somewhat congruent with the track. Yeah, there's some off-road. It's not, again, there are no rails. There are no rails. There's no wall riding in this entire track, which is just kind of strange. It almost feels like this was made for a different Mario Kart game. I hate to say it, but I might put this in, like... Ugh. It's, like, by definition, this is a D tier track. By definition. Because it doesn't have Mario Kart World mechanics in it. I don't know if I can bring myself to do that, though. Am I allowed to do that? Like, I'm trying to judge these not based on aesthetics. And I don't think that Rainbow Road is particularly a good track. It's very pretty. I have good races on it, but I don't think I will. I think part of that is just the aesthetics of it. I think I might stick with that. I think it might be an F tier track. That doesn't mean I hate it. It kind of does, though. It kind of does mean I hate it. Because, okay, Koopa Beach, I actively dislike seeing. I actively dislike seeing this one. I don't like this track. This track, I also don't really like. I'm going to put it in D because I don't hate seeing it, and I don't think I probably ever will. But it's also a 4.5 minute track that doesn't really make any effort to not feel like a 4.5 minute track. I think I put it above Choco Mountain because I at least like the visuals of this track, whereas I don't like the visuals of Choco Mountain. I think that's my tier list. I think this S tier is really solid, and this is what I'll probably practice. I won't practice this stream, which sucks because I had intended to do that. But I figured out some stuff that I know I want to practice. I think this is the list. I definitely want to practice all of the tracks in, like, A and S. And probably, honestly, I'm trying to think, okay. I think from C onward are the tracks that I think are legitimately good. Maybe this goes down. I think this goes down. Yeah, I think DK Spaceport goes down a tier. I think there's a big difference between this track and Peach's Stadium, and even Dino Jungle as tracks that I want to see. Like, I almost never want to see DK Spaceport, but I don't really care if I see Peach's Stadium. I don't care about seeing Dino Jungle. In fact, I'm a little bit happy. Crown City, I'm not thrilled. Peach Beach is like where I start to think, yeah, let's do this. And then from then on out, it's great tracks. Yeah. If it were styled like Mario Bros. Secret, people would call it the worst track. Ooh. Yeah. I assume you're referring to Rainbow Road. Yeah, no, 100%. I think the visual feast is what lends itself towards people being soft on Rainbow Road, because no one has it in their heart to say it's a bad track when it looks like that. But I do think it is a bad track, especially because they could have gone so much. They could have done anything with the game's mechanics on Rainbow Road. I mean, rail riding, you could be riding rainbow rails. Come on. They could have a segment where the track is sideways and there are rails between it and you can hop between the rails and the wall, and oh my word, they could have it like sandwiched. They could take the last or the second to last segment of DK Spaceport and make it crazy. But they didn't. The only mechanic it uses that's distinctly Rainbow or Mario Kart World, I guess they use the water mechanics, sure, and then they use flying, but they don't use wall riding or rail running. Like, it could be such a cooler track than it is. Especially when they theme every single lap. Like, they could make one lap be plane mechanics, one lap be water mechanics, as they did, one lap be rail mechanics, and then one lap be wall mechanics. Or mix them all. They could do that and slowly implement more the more the track goes on. Maybe the first lap is the water. They cut out that very first segment where you're just driving up to it, and the first segment is the area with the Lumas. The next segment introduces rails. The next one introduces walls, and then the last one is like Peach Beach Lap 2 that has a plane and then both. Market Wii Rainbow Road is so beloved because it looks great, is difficult, it makes great use of tricks, which was the new mechanic. Yeah, and that track, and then Double Dash's Rainbow Road, with how slippery and slick it is legitimately a hard track because of the lack of like the rails on the side. And it feels, you get such a dopamine rush when you manage to drift up the corkscrew, hitting every single boost panel without falling. And target shocking is really good. No, Rainbow Road is a bad track. It's not F tier because of the spectacle, but it is definitely like bottom 6. But these tracks are spicy, and these ones are the ones that I'm going to be practicing. All right, I think that's the stream. I need to go eat dinner. We now know what I'm going to be practicing. We played some Pseudo Regalia, had a blast there, surprisingly. Like, I like the game, but sometimes the directionless nature of it is a little bit frustrating. And we made a tier list for Mario Kart World. I will call that an accomplished stream. All right. Oh, yeah. You graduated, so you can make streams now. I don't know what we're doing next stream. Last stream, I'm going to be making an actual like video of, because we destroyed Earthbound. We glitched that game to, I mean, literal nightmare fuel. We also saw some glitches that I have never seen anyone ever experience, so I'm excited about that. And I will be making that a full video at some point. All right, thanks so much for watching. It was good to see you, Mikey. Good to see you I'm excited to see you in future streams. And maybe by the time I stream this again, or maybe by the time I'm done practicing, they will have added online play back into the game. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys Friday for another episode of Tears of the Kingdom. And next week for probably a little bit more Mario Kart. All right. See you guys then.